Yay.
Mhm.
Okay, ladies. Couple of minutes. I'm gonna run and take a restroom break real quick and get me a beverage, and I'll be right back.
I am Tin 5 Bongo.
I'm here. And there's also, like, a whole section back there of, just, like, pictures. Oh, wrong one. This one. We're over here today. We're not on Sisterhood Saturday. We are Sailor Scouts. Hello, everybody. Um, we are here for our third Sisterhood Saturday, and we're going to be doing something a little different. We are going to be playing a tabletop RPG of Sailor Moon. If you look into your emote sections, you all have fresh emotes for all of your favorite Sailor Scouts. We have Mars, Mercury, Sailor Moon herself, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Venus in there. All of them performing a attack ability. We also have transformation pins available. Um, super stoked. Uh, uh, most of us are, shocker, I know, are kinda like nerds. Um, and that,
What?
and also you may not know that that nerdiness extends into being tabletop nerds. People like me and NerdAtArt here, we do tabletop gaming every week.
We
We're
do.
but we're doing something new by we're taking it over. We're taking it away from the guys. They're always, in charge of the table. Not today. It's us. NerdAtArt here has made us up a fabulous story. This is our first time doing a Sailor Moon story, so this is going to be a one shot, and we're going to take and build from there. Um, but we have gathered a phenomenal group of ladies here with us to take and do our Sailor Mooning. We're going to go around the table for introductions. We're going to start with our Sailor Mars and work our way around. Kiatic is going to be a little bit late. She's getting her tires done, so I'll introduce her on her turn, and then we'll keep working our way around until we get to our storyteller. Rid, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Everybody, I'm Riz or Rydia486. I normally stream retro on Twitch, but I'm excited to join in for Sisterhood Saturday with Sailor Moon. I did grow up watching the anime, actually with my older brother who was the one who got me into it, which is, you know, maybe not how you would expect it to go, but it was a lot of fun having that bond with my brother over the show. And yeah, I'm just really excited to tap into that with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for
Yay!
being here. Like I said, Kiatic is going to be our Sailor Mercury, but she's kind of still getting her tires done. So we'll have her just as soon as she gets home. But otherwise, until then, she's going to be joining us in chat. Um, Kiatic is a relatively new streamer and a absolute gem of a friend to take and be around. If you have not met Kiatic yet, just stick around. You are going to love her. Uh, MPBG, what does that stand for?
ManicPixelBeanGirl.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the one today. I'm ManicPixelBeanGirl. You might know me as Pixel or Bean. Today I am Sailor Moon. I'm pumped like a tire. I've always been a big fan, and it was one of those things like we didn't have cable, so I would only catch like little bits and skips of it here and there. And now, as an adult, I can just go full tilt into it, and I'm very excited to be here.
Glad to have you.
Yay!
If you're here on my channel, I hope you already know me. But if you don't, I'm Tinderly. Today I'm using my VTuber that, oh my goodness, Sailor Moon made this for me. And look, she put on my Sailor Pluto bow. But I'm not Sailor Pluto today. I'm Sailor Venus. Um,
Sailor
I'm
Venus is a Pluto stan.
exactly, totally is, and I'm just some chick on the internet who's most of the time very unsupervised. So I'm a little crazy, but also just like very mild. I'm mild crazy. Uh, I'm probably one of the few girls here who I did not watch this show as a kid. I did not watch this show until I was like 18. Because I'm a smidge older than most of my lady friends here, just a smidge. Um, but I used to watch it. If you're American, you would know that in the 90s it aired on Cartoon Network in the afternoon with Dragon Ball Z, and so like I watched that whole like block of time on Cartoon Network, and that was my introduction to anime as a whole. Those were the shows that I watched, and who doesn't want to be a magic girl, you know? Who doesn't? Sin?
Well, I'm Sin, so you guys all know me from all the clips that I make, and I do stream occasionally, and usually retro indie games. Currently playing Final Fantasy 13 for Tinderly, because she has yet to see how it ends, so we're hoping that it gets accomplished. I'm playing Sailor Jupiter, so that's gonna be that's my favorite. I actually do have a cosplay that I need a new wig for it, otherwise I would have worn it today. And she's my favorite because she is that really strong, like, she's not afraid just to beat someone up who's being a bully.
Kick 'em in the
So,
junk.
yeah, kick him in the junk. And like Bean, I didn't have cable growing up, so I did watch some episodes as a kid, but I didn't get a chance to really see a lot of it. But I've been able to go back and, like, watch more episodes, and I've been watching Crystal as well because it's a little bit different and supposedly closer to the manga, so I've been just checking that out as well.
Storyteller, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, hello, everybody. I am NerdAtArt, and today I'm your storyteller. This is a brand new experience for me, and just thank you, everyone, so much for being here. I'm so excited. So sometimes you'll catch me over at the Team Wildwood channel. The Hubs and I play video games, and lately we've been doing tabletop RPGing, as Tendi was saying. On Monday nights, I'm a vampire over at Commodore Zed's. On Wednesday nights, I get to be the man and chair for a superhero team over at NerdWire Plays. So we've been having a really good time, and I definitely got caught up in the tabletop hype and wanted to kind of put my hand in at storytelling, see how it goes. So thank you guys so much, and thank you so much to Tinderly for hosting. As I was telling her pre-stream, I am not a streamer. I don't stream on my own channel. So if I had to manage this stream and manage storytelling, I would be losing my mind right now. And so I cannot thank her enough for letting me come here and do Sailor Moon TTRPG on Sisterhood Saturday.
Yeah, so excited to have you here. I've been telling everybody this, like, to go from having like this little, what I hope to be a good idea for Sisterhood Saturday, and to have ladies be like, not only do I want to come and be a part of it, could I be like, I'm hosting the channel, but Nerd at Art, she's hosting the game. So to have somebody be like, can I host a game on your channel for Sisterhood Saturday? And it's only my third Sisterhood Saturday. I think that that speaks volumes to what we're doing here, and I'm so excited about it. And if you are interested in this tabletop game or any of the other tabletop games that we are playing, you can check out our Dice Discord, where you can either look into joining a team, or if you just like watching the stuff go down, because inside that Discord, we continue our role playing over there, even when we're not streaming the games. So come hang out with us if you are interested in tabletops. And with that, Storyteller, take us away. What's going on?
Excellent. So before we start, I promised everyone I would go over the rules real quick because I know that not everybody had a chance to read the book. And I am here to tell you that that is totally okay because this game really could not be more simple. Everything that we do in this game involves you rolling 2 6-sided dice. We won't do a whole lot of rolling, really. This is more about having fun and enjoying the game than it is about successful rolls. So when it's appropriate, out of combat, you'll use your body, mind, or soul stat to accomplish whatever task we've determined needs a roll. You're just looking to roll underneath whatever that number is. So that being said, the lower you roll, the better you do. If you do snake eyes, that's a critical success. Something awesome's going to happen for you. If you roll 2 6s, that's a critical failure. Things are going to be a little messy. You have a set amount of energy for each fight. Each move costs a certain amount of energy to complete. If you're looking at your character sheet, you'll see the cost there. I believe it's on the right-hand side. Yep. And then if it's a special attack, it does a certain amount of bonus damage. You add your attack combat value to that number, whatever that number is. If it's a just hand-to-hand combat attack, it's just whatever your attack combat value is. If you're using a weapon, it'll increase that number a little bit. That so on and so forth. So yeah, let's see. Is there any other things? So combat roll. Someone has a chance to defend unless they're taken by surprise. You succeed or you fail. It's really that simple. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just like it's the excitement. So that being said, I am going to do my best to really give you guys a very immersive experience. I know some of my descriptions are probably going to be a little long and wordy. Please feel free to interrupt me at any time. This is about you guys, and I want you guys to have fun, and feel free to interject whenever you want. That's really a big thing for me. And if you feel like you don't have a good place to step in on the vampire and the werewolf channel, I know this won't work for our VTubers, but we'll kind of do this like hand on the head thingy to be like, hey, I have something to say. It can help sometimes if you're not sure when to cut in. So yeah, let's get started if everyone's ready.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Ready?
Fantastic.
I'm so excited.
All right. The golden morning sun spills over the rooftops of Tokyo like a warm blanket, casting long shadows that stretch across the streets and alleyways. The sky is a brilliant cloudless blue, the kind of blue that promises the whole city a perfect spring day. The air is light and fresh, carrying the scent of blooming cherry trees and the faint buzz of the urban rhythm just beginning to stir. Birds chirp cheerfully as bicycles zip through narrow lanes. Shopkeepers roll open their shutters, humming along to an early morning radio. Neighborhood cats lounge in the sunlight like royalty, uninterested in the movement around them. In the distance, Tokyo's skyline glints with glass and steel. But here in the cozy corner of the Yuban district, it feels like a page from a manga. Students in sailor-colored uniforms walk towards school gates. The soft chime of school bells echoes across rooftops. A new day is beginning. Somewhere, trouble's already brewing. But for now, it's a beautiful Friday in Tokyo. Ray, you go to Brookdale Private School. How do you start your morning?
I am to get up, eat, check in with mother. That he trouble.
Oh, you're cutting out just a little bit on your audio for me.
Am I? I'm sorry. I was just
Okay.
saying I was gonna make some tea, get some breakfast, check in on my troublemaking kind of gross grandfather who is in charge of the temple.
Mhm.
Maybe get some chores done around the temple, and then once I'm sure everything's done that needs to be done, I'm gonna head off. Cool.
Excellent. Mina, you go to Grass Valley. Describe your morning.
Um, you know, I like spending my mornings standing out in the schoolyard, panning the scenery, looking for the cutest boy I can find. And I like to rank them. Like, you know what? I don't write it down because, that's how you get in trouble, because people see that stuff. But in my mind, I've got a list going where I've got them ranked. And so I'm out here this morning just looking to take and see if there's any shakeups in the rankings.
Mhm.
Who's coming to school today who's cuter today than what they were yesterday?
Ooh, Justin, you're not looking as hot today.
No,
No,
it's looking
no.
mighty rough for him.
Mm-mm.
He,
But
he
Blake?
oh,
Did you get a haircut, Blake?
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Amy has been at school for hours already. She's doing extra credit work, just like her. Lita, you go to Crossroads School as well. Describe your morning.
It's my morning. I'm just walking along the street and enjoying the day, kind of keeping an eye out for any cute guys also, because I just have a real like attraction to cute guys, just looking for that potential new boyfriend.
Always looking for love.
Yeah.
Serena, your morning's a little different. You wake up to Luna yelling, Serena, Serena. She's smacking you in the face with her paw.
Oh, what is it?
Serena, you've slept through your alarm again.
Why didn't you wake me?
I tried. I've been trying for a long time. You need to go. You're going to be late again.
No, I grab my piece of toast and I am skedaddling. I am out the door.
Excellent. Describe your entrance to Miss Haruna's class when you show up late.
I try very hard to sneak in. Does she notice me?
Can you roll a let's say that'll be a body stat check to
Okay.
make sure that you are sneaky enough. Go ahead and roll 2 dice for me.
Okay. How do
Oh, this is
I
gonna be
roll
hard.
2? Oh gosh.
So
Click
you
on
just
it.
click on the same one twice. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you're good. So
Okay.
that's a total of 8.
Amazing.
No.
Oh.
We're looking for low numbers. Low is success.
All right.
So
I
you try your best to sneak into the back, but describe to us just how epically that fails.
As I'm sneaking back, I trip over my own toast crumbs and fall into the desk, making an absolute clatter.
Serena! You hear Miss Haruna's voice over the classroom. This is the third time this week you've been late.
Yep. I didn't mean to be. And I start crying.
You're going to come see me after class so we can discuss detention.
Detention? Oh my gosh. I slump into my desk and I mope.
So, it's a typical quiet Friday. Most of you are watching the clock, just waiting for the weekend to begin. Except Amy. She's loving every minute. Serena, by the time lunch rolls around, you managed to trip in the hallway, you got detention, and you lost a shoe. You're not sure how.
I swear I had it on my foot, didn't I? Did I bring it to school today?
You were leaving the house in a rush. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it's not lost at all.
Maybe I lost it on the way.
That could be. You're going to have to retrace your steps on the way home.
Luna, why didn't you tell me I'd lost a shoe?
Serena, I try to tell you a great many things, but I can't make you listen.
Oh, I wish I was as smart as Amy.
As you enter the Crossroads School cafeteria, it buzzes with life. A whirlwind of chattering students, clattering trays, and the comforting scent of steamed rice and curry. Serena, Lita, Amy, you guys all go to school together. Where do you sit?
Is it nice outside? I would sit in the courtyard.
It's a beautiful day outside. Great place to go sit.
Let's sit outside.
Excellent. Now, Serena, in your rush to get out of the house this morning, you grabbed a piece of toast, but you didn't bring your lunch.
I'm definitely looking over at the others' lunches. Like, just not even subtly. I won't ask for any. I'll just stare and wait for somebody to offer. Like, she's just gonna puppy eyes.
Drool hanging out of her
Yeah.
mouth.
Eyes glistening.
Oh, 1 or 2 of your student friends take pity on you. They offer you a bite or 2 out of their boxes.
Thank you so. I don't usually eat this much, but thank you so much. I was so busy this morning. I almost didn't make it.
At some point during lunch, Molly rushes over. Her red curls are bouncing with excitement. Oh my gosh, Serena, please tell me you're coming to the concert tonight.
Wait, what concert?
You haven't heard of Cassidy Muse? Molly
Wait,
is bubbling.
Cassidy Muse is playing here?
Ah, she is. She's a total goddess. Her new single went straight to #1. Her voice, it's like being kissed by stardust.
Oh, wow, I wouldn't miss that. Are you guys coming too? Oh, turn to the other girls.
Lita, what do you think about going to the concert?
I think it'd be a wonderful idea, actually. That'd be nice. And think of any cute boys that might be there.
And we get a chance to dress up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Molly swoons at the thought of dressing up in cute boys.
We can go shopping after school.
Ooh. Melvin waddles up. His glasses are slightly askew. I've been studying her songs. Her vocal waveforms are fascinating.
Oh, Melvin.
She's able to hit subharmonic ranges, including the rumored brown note.
Who asked you, Melvin?
Molly responds, ew, we're eating. How's the rest of your guys' school day go?
Mine's been pretty uneventful, but, I go to school on time, so in fact, I go early enough that I can work on my list and still make it to class on time.
It's true, you were early today.
Even took my lunch.
Yeah, my school day was fine. I got all my chores done before school, checked out with grandpa. School was eventful because unlike some people,
You're so responsible. Oh, wow.
then I just sat outside for a little bit when I had a free time, kind of try to meditate, see what I could sense going on. Pretty calm Friday. I'm excited to get home and check out some TV.
While you're in your meditation, you can feel something in the back of your mind, but you're not sure if it's really anything to worry about or just a particularly stressful test coming up. Something's there though.
Maybe I'm just
All right. So after school, a couple of you go to different schools. So you all agree that on Friday you're going to meet at the Crown Arcade and Cafe. Buzzing with after-school energy, lights flash over rows of game cabinets. The Sailor V machine blares 8-bit fanfare. Kids crowd around machines, and the air smells like caramel corn and soda syrup. There are empty machines to play and empty booths in the attached cafe. A new addition to the arcade with plush booths, neon signs, and a pastel checkerboard floor that give it a cyberpunk vintage diner vibe. Andrew, the dreamy arcade attendant, waves at them from behind the counter. What do you do?
I'll walk in and try to I'll walk in and try to see who's around, see if my friends are already there.
I am
Maybe-
glued to the Sailor V machine.
I try to see if anyone other than Sailor is there.
I'm still on level 1. It is so hard.
I'm gonna go onto the arcade machine closest to the guy behind the counter and see if he notices me.
Andrew will give you a wave. Afternoon, Lita.
I'll wave back and just kind of smile at him.
I'm gonna go and rest up against the side of the Sailor V machine and, try to look like I'm actually too cool to be playing video games while being around the video games.
Once I
Fantastic.
see her parked
Amy.
over by the Sailor V machine.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll make my way over towards her, loiter, and maybe glare judgingly. Serena failing level 1.
Oh, this boss is impossible.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that it was a different round when you played it. Because this one is way harder.
Interesting.
Sure.
You
I know
guys
it
don't
wasn't.
believe me.
I know it wasn't that
It's
hard
fine.
when I did it.
Well, that's no fair. It's about you.
Exactly.
Excellent,
You picked up on that, did you?
All right. Off in the corner, you can see Melvin sitting at one of the Sailor V cabinets. Molly's watching over his shoulder. You can see Amy. She's studying in the corner by herself, as is pretty usual. Andrew waves to you guys. Greets you all. Happy Friday. Do you guys have anything fun planned this weekend?
We're going to a concert.
Oh, which concert?
Insert name here because I forgot.
Cassidy Muse, Serena.
Cassidy Muse. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, Cassidy Muse. Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of talk about her. I actually work part-time at the venue where she's having the show tonight. Have you
No
got your
way.
tickets yet? I hear it's almost sold out.
Yeah,
Yes.
Serena, do we have tickets, Serena?
I thought Amy was buying the tickets.
Amy is nose in a book, lost in her own little world. She doesn't even know what concert you're talking about right now. She hasn't been brought up to
maybe-
speed because she is in pure study mode.
Hey, Andrew, could you hook us up?
Ooh, that's an excellent question.
Mm-hmm.
One
Please,
second.
it would mean so much to us.
So I'm gonna take it that Sailor V is trying to do the Mina is trying to do the bribing here since she's the one that first asked.
You know,
So
always out here batting my eyes.
She's so
are you
dreamy.
trying to get him to agree in like a flirty kind? Or are you trying to be very convincing? Or are you just taking a chance?
I mean, personally, I'm just kind of taking a chance, but I imagine she's doing it kind of flirty.
All right, roll 2 dice for me.
Well, that fell flat.
Andrew kind of awkwardly scratches his back. He goes, "Oh man, I wish I could help, but they're super strict now and I could lose my job. You know, I'm trying to save up some money so I can go visit my girlfriend Rita in Africa, and it'd just be real bad if that happened."
It's just like my real flirting, y'all.
All right, so you guys have some options though. Lita, you have a friend that works security at the venue.
Oh.
Mina, you have a best friend that works at a local radio station. They can usually get some tickets. Serena, you happen to know that Melvin's dad owns the venue, but you'll owe Melvin something. Is it worth it?
Melvin.
Melvin.
Can that be our last resort?
Ray, your grandfather happens to be a board member for a local cultural exchange society that has a lot of local event ties. It's a long shot, but he might be able to get you some tickets. What do you guys think?
Oh, please, anything but Melvin.
I mean, radio stations usually have extra tickets that they're giving away. That shouldn't be too hard, right?
We could try that first.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Fantastic. We're going to the radio station, ladies. So you ladies board a bus because it's a long walk to the Ikebukuro district. The bus ride from Yubon to Ikebukuro is a breezy, vibrant journey through the heart of Tokyo. As the bus hums along tree-lined avenues, cherry blossoms flutter past windows in gentle bursts like confetti on the wind. The city rolls by in a colorful blur, quiet neighborhoods giving way to bustling intersections, ramen shops, corner bakeries, and the occasional rooftop garden catching the sunlight. Passengers chat softly, school bags in laps and headphones tucked in ears, while the voice over the intercom announces each stop with polite precision. Arriving in Ikebukuro, the atmosphere shifts. Bright, loud, alive. Towering department stores rise above the crowds, their glass sides glittering in the sun. Street performers draw small crowds near the station, while electronic stores, cafes, and pop culture shops spill music and laughter into the sidewalks. Tucked into the 10th floor of a quirky office building near the station, Jelly Pop 88.5 FM broadcasts its glittery, bubblegum pop energy straight from a cozy studio overlooking the city. The walls are plastered with autograph posters, shelves of vintage CDs, and candy-colored soundproofing panels shaped like hearts and stars. A glowing on-air sign flickers above the sound booth, where DJs spin the latest hits between rapid-fire chatter and gossip. The lobby smells faintly of melon soda and vinyl, and a rotating stream of up-and-coming artists and eccentric superfans pass through its glass doors daily. From here, Mina's friend Kira, an intern with a backstage pass and a big mouth, keeps her finger on the pulse of Tokyo's pop scene. So Mina, she is your best friend. She works for this local radio station. She is the only person in your life, besides the girls, that know your true identity as Sailor Venus. She can usually get into just about any event she wants with a press badge. You see her working behind the desk. How do you approach?
I very bubbly walk over and say, "Hey, bestie. What you doing?"
Oh my gosh, Mina, I'm so happy you're here. How are you? Happy Friday.
Yay!
Yay!
Bestie, I hate to show up and go straight into it, but I heard there was a concert this weekend and that all the tickets are gone. Are you going? Can we go together?
Which concert are you trying to go to, dear?
The Muse concert?
Oh, the one tonight?
Yeah. But I didn't find out about it till
about Cass and Muse.
I only heard about it a couple hours ago, and now all the tickets are gone.
All right. Well, from the sounds of that description, sounds to me like you're trying your luck here. You're hoping she has the tickets for you.
I'm hoping.
Why don't you roll 2 dice for me?
Please let me beg better than I flirt. I do not.
Oh my
God. Oh no. I was going to pull out your character sheet, but I don't need to look at it.
With dice like that.
Yeah. She doesn't have the best luck. She sighs. Girl, Jelly Pop's been blacklisted from casting Muse's shows. Something weird happened at the show in Osaka. We've been banned from covering future shows. Nothing like this has ever happened before. It's really weird.
That sounds not normal. Any thoughts?
I don't know. Some weird stuff happened at the last show from what I understand. Like, people were ranting and raving about how great it was, but I hear a lot of people had to be taken away in ambulances.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We never really got the full story, but so many people were ranting and raving about how good the show was. If you look up on YouTube, there's even a broadcast of someone from their hospital bed ranting and raving about how good it was. So whatever happened, I don't know.
That's very, very bizarre. Why would you think a show was so great if it put you in the hospital?
That's a great question. I don't know. From what I hear, she puts on a hell of an act, and the girl's got a voice.
Well, I've gotta find my way into a show. I got to. Any
Best of luck,
ideas?
girl. Wish I could help.
Mm. Thanks, bestie. And thanks for the info. I'm gonna make note of this.
So she's not much help. You have the options that we had mentioned previously. Mina also knows what the press radio badges kind of look like. You could attempt to fake them, but it's going to be tricky.
With my luck, that seems not a great idea.
To be fair, you're not the one that had,
Are-
someone else could attempt to fake them too. That's also an option.
Can I fake the outfit with my moon prism fab?
So I will say that sneaking into the event is a totally viable option. However, if you fail to sneak into the event, then you have a limited amount of time to get in.
Okay.
So tickets are ideal, but sneaking in is an option.
I mean, I feel like we should exhaust all our legitimate options. Right.
Yeah,
Even though
I think we should try to get in like in a legitimate way before we try to sneak in.
I think it's
Oh.
really important we get in, especially, I mean, that people ending up in the hospital, like a lot of people, I mean, one or two from like overheating, but
Okay,
doesn't that
fine. We can call Melvin.
I mean, it would just be you that owes Melvin a favor, right?
Why do I have to do it?
Better you than me.
Oh,
Maybe.
please.
maybe if you told us about these things ahead of time instead of telling us last minute, then we wouldn't have to scramble to find tickets in the first place.
But you should have known better than to put me in charge of it.
You should have known better than to let Amy be in charge of buying tickets. She's only thinking about studying at all times.
I thought because she's so smart, she could think of another thing. She's so organized.
Why do we let girl lead us? I don't know.
I didn't ask for this. I start crying.
Such a crybaby.
Crying is a free action, guys.
Yeah.
Excellent.
She's
All right,
not gonna
so
stop crying. Lita, what was? Did you have somebody you know that we can talk? My grandpa, I think, might be able to help us, but I think it's a pretty long shot.
Yeah, I think Lita knows somebody in security.
Lita, you
That's
have a
true.
friend named Jason Ito. You know him from your kickboxing class. You know that he works security at Prism Hall. He's short but built. He's got dark hair and warm brown eyes. He has a quiet crush on you, but he's too shy to say anything about it.
So I guess we'll try to contact him and see if he can get us in.
Fantastic. So, the Iron Blossom Dojo happens to also be located in Ikebukuro. It's a small but respected gym, tucked just a few blocks away from the Jelly Pop FM station, between a vinyl record shop and a curry cafe on a quiet back street on the east side. Despite its modest exterior, frosted windows, faded red awning, and the soft thump-thump of gloves hitting the pads inside, the dojo is known for producing some of the district's toughest amateur fighters. Inside, it smells faintly of sweat and sandalwood, with worn mats, heavy bags, and a wall of old tournament photos. When you walk in, Jason is practicing in the corner, punching at a bag. He turns. He blushes, quickly composes himself. Lita, it's been so long since I've seen you. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing? It's kind of bat my eyes a little bit at him as I say that.
Oh, I'm good. He turns visibly red.
So I hear you're working security at the concert there, the Cassidy Muse concert.
Mm. Oh yeah, I work there part-time, doing security from time to time.
So there wouldn't be any way you could, hook some friends up to maybe get into that concert, is there?
All right. So, are we approaching this in a flirty
Yeah, we'll do
kind of
this.
fashion?
We'll do this in a flirty kind of fashion.
Flirty kind of fashion. All right. Sailor Jupiter, roll 2 dice for me.
Come on, date. Come on, date. Oh my gosh.
This is going well.
This digital table is on a weird slant.
The digital
Jason,
dice are cursed.
Jason kind of blushes and he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh man, I'm sorry, Lita. I'd love to help you out more. I can get you 1 wristband, but if I give you any more, I'll get in trouble."
I like elbow her and whisper like, "One wristband is better than none."
So I'll take him up on the offer for that one wristband at least. That'll be partway to our goal.
Excellent. Jason nods. He goes, "Oh, great! It'll be so nice to see you there tonight. I mean, not that I'd be seeing you, but it'll be nice that you're there, I guess. Anywho, I'll put that ticket at the front desk with your name on it, and you can enjoy the show. And yeah, sorry I couldn't help your friends out, but you could always try sneaking in behind the merch booth. There's not a lot of security back there."
So I thank him and I just kind of give him a wink as I kind of like turn and walk away.
He blushes, goes back to punching his bag.
All right. Well, let's go talk to my grandfather, but if it doesn't work out, then you're gonna have to stop being a baby. I have to ask.
Yeah,
I
Serena.
said I'll ask him. I just think we should exhaust all the other options before we do something so dire.
Fantastic. All right, so you guys are on the bus back to Yukon. Ray, you know that your grandfather is on the board of the Hikawa Cultural Exchange Society. It's a cultural society that the Cherry Hill Temple, where Ray lives, has a strong connection to. Sometimes they receive tickets for local events and they'll offer them to members for free. Maybe Grandpa's been offered some tickets. Perched atop the hill in the Yukon district, the Cherry Hill Temple is bathed in golden sunlight, its red torii gate casting long, serene shadows across the stone steps. The air is rich with the incense of blooming cherry blossoms, their petals drifting lazily through the air like pink snowflakes. Wind chimes tinkle softly in the breeze, and the rhythmic sweep of the broom can be heard as Chad tidies the courtyard. The wooden prayer plaques flutter gently along the rails, and a pair of crows hop along the offering box as if in silent reverence. Despite the bustle of the city beyond, the temple feels timeless, peaceful, sacred, and slightly magical. You know your grandfather is in the kitchen making himself a snack. How do you approach him?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna motion for some of the girls with me because Pa has a bit of a soft spot for attractive girl. And I
Grandpa
feel
might
like
be a little pervy. Just a little.
Oh no, Grandpa.
it increases our odds.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure is a legitimate thing. Yes.
Mhm.
Grandpa, I'm home.
Oh, hey, Ray. How are you doing today? How was school?
school is okay. Listen, my friends and I were hoping to get into the Cassidy Muse concert tonight. I was wondering if maybe you got some tickets from the cultural exchange that you might not use or might give to us.
Oh, concert. So let's see. So it feels like we're approaching this in either like a tactful or a luck-based way. How do you feel about that?
I guess tactful. Just I don't. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like he either has the tickets or he doesn't.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we use your soul stat to roll luck. So let's say you're betting on the luck because that gives you a better chance.
Okay.
I'm like behind her shoulder, batting my eyelashes, doing puppy dog eyes at him too.
Wow.
Get the
Yeah, that
big
can
girl
only help,
anime
actually.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a couple dice for me.
Oh.
Yep. Get on in here, Kiatic.
All
I'm here.
right. Yay! Amy's joining the
Amy!
party.
Hi, Amy.
Traffic.
Amy finally got her face out of her book.
You stayed late at prep school.
Yes, exactly. So
I need to
now,
study for my exams.
yes, Amy, you have been completely lost in your studies even since school got out. You've been glued to your textbook. You finally look up, and now it's everybody's job to catch you up to speed on what's happening.
Well, you
And-
see, Amy, somebody, as I look over at Serena,
Amy, they're picking on me.
somebody decided it was your responsibility to get us tickets tonight. Never mind the fact that everybody knew you were studying, and now we don't have
Oh.
tickets.
I just thought that since she's the smartest person I know.
Did I miss it in my calendar?
Oh, it was not on any
Mm.
calendar.
Maybe I did forget to mention it. And I was just busy not napping, though.
Were you missing your studies? How's your
Define
grade?
missing.
They weren't
Show me your last
missed.
Let's say
test.
my
I
mom
didn't do
kicked
them,
me
but
out
I didn't
again.
miss them either.
So,
All right. So let's resolve Ray's role, trying to bribe Grandpa into getting them passes, and then we will move on to Amy's possible connection to getting some passes. So your grandpa kind of gets a confused look for a second. He goes, well, I haven't heard no concert, but let me try giving Carla a call over at the office, see what she has to say.
thanks, Grandpa.
So he picks up the phone, talks on the phone with Carla for a few minutes, and then hangs up, kind of hard. Not because he's mad, but just because Grandpa. Well, seems like they got 2 passes you girls can have if you want, but you're gonna have to go as youth representatives, so you guys be on your best behavior.
We will, Grandpa. I promise. Thank you.
You mind your manners
Anything
and
you
no
say, Gramps.
fighting.
We would never cause any trouble, right, ladies?
Wouldn't
Oh,
dream
no.
of it.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm.
I'm gonna lean down and give him a hug.
Aww.
Oh boy. These
Grandpa
kids.
is much touched. He's a happy old guy. All right. So, Amy, welcome to the chaos.
Thank you.
So, the ladies have just secured 3 tickets to tonight's concert. You'll need 2 more tickets to get in the door legitimately, or you guys can try and sneak in. Entirely up to you guys. I can go any direction with this. Amy, you hadn't heard about this concert. In fact, Serena just found out about it earlier today. Your mom has money. She's usually happy to do things for you like this. You could try calling her if you want. We also haven't tried our connection with Melvin. We know that his dad owns the concert venue. He could probably get you in, but that means someone's going to owe Melvin a favor. Where do we
Who
go
is
from
Melvin
here?
sweet on?
Right now I'm playing a little fast and loose with the timeline of the first season. All of
I'm
the
trying to
Sailor
remember.
Scouts have assembled, but Melvin is kind of sweet on Molly, but hasn't brought himself to actually ask her out yet. He kind of lured her to the arcade earlier today with the promise of showing her a hidden level in the Sailor V game. What was a date to Melvin was not a date to Molly.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll call my mom.
Okay.
Sneaking in is not Amy. We are a good girl. We have top
Absolutely.
grades. We have way too many grades. We have way too many exams. Exams
All
on
right.
exams on exams.
So, where are my notes on Amy's mom? Amy's mom has got it going on. All right.
I'm trying to remember Amy's mom in the anime.
So, Amy's mom is a very successful surgeon. We know that she has money to buy tickets. However, it's kind of hard to get a hold of her on the phone. She's busy at the hospital all the time. Let's roll 2 dice for luck and see if she answers.
Okay, how do I do that?
2 d6s.
In the...
Oh yeah, if you're not set up in the dice room yet, we got to get you to the dice
In the
room.
overlay, yeah. Just press 2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
click
just
on your
click the same
D6.
dice twice.
Twice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that is wrong color of dice.
So, unfortunately, she doesn't answer yet, but you can try again later.
Okay. Now, is there a person I can leave a message with that is able to get a hold of mom?
You could always try leaving her a voicemail or sending her a text message. She'll get back to you when she can.
Think of the doctor. What are the doctor availability? I'll try a voicemail.
Okay.
I might be a little more. Might be a little more of a. My daughter doesn't do this. Maybe pay a little more attention. How much are the tickets?
Let's say they're expensive. Granted, let's say Amy is curious about this concert. If you wanted to, you do have your pocket PC with you. You could do a little research on the price of the tickets, the availability, the artist, whatever you want.
How do I do that? Because it probably. Well, actually, who in the group would know?
Oh, just pull out your computer, ask it a question.
Oh,
All right.
I mean, if you're pulling it out anyway, can you
It's like a Google search,
Can you
Google
look
search
up what happened at the? I'll fill her in on.
Fill her in, yeah.
Yeah. So when we were at the radio station earlier trying to get tickets from Mina's friend, she was saying there was an incident where a lot of people at the previous concert ended up hospitalized, and that just sounded very suspicious.
Okay. So I'll pull up my pocket computer and ask what are the costs of the tickets?
Sure.
And if I can ask a second question, I'll ask what is the history of the concert?
Cassidy.
Let's say directors?
Cassidy Muse is the name of the artist. All right. So you pull out your pocket computer, looking to see about tickets to the Cassidy Muse concert tonight, see if you can find some information on her. When you go to the website for the event, you notice that all the general admission tickets are sold out. However, there's a limited number of VIP tickets still available. Now, these are well without of your guys' reach as students, a couple $100 a piece. But for Amy's mom as a surgeon, she could probably swing them. You only need 2 of them. However, it will put you in different seating areas, so that is something to consider.
Okay.
You're looking to find a little information on the artist, and the cat jumps into my lap and knocks all the papers. Hi, cat. Is that what
It's
you have
like,
to
you
say?
shall not have this information.
No, you shall not have
Up
it.
my belly.
Yay!
Enters
Hi, kitty.
Artemis.
Exactly. Artemis shows up. All right, girls.
So cute.
So Amy finds that Cassie Muse is her stage name. Her real name is Karen Watanabe. She's a 17-year-old high school student who recently rose to fame, seemingly overnight. Her social media appears to depict a normal teenage girl, but about 3 months ago, her personal posts kind of stop, goes dark. At the same time, the persona Cassie Muse emerges online. Tonight's concert is the third in a series of debut concerts held across Japan. She's known for hypnotic beats, futuristic visuals, and emotional lyrics that speak to alienation, identity, longing. Her performances are known for high-energy choreography, strobe-heavy light shows, and signature glowing eye makeup. Her previous 2 shows have ended in a strange number of medical evacuations. But the reviews are outstanding. Everyone loves her. Pretty odd.
Voice hypnosis.
All right. Right
That's
now, you
sus.
guys are at Ray's Temple, Cherry Hill Temple in Yukon. What are you feeling about going from here? Are we waiting for Amy's mom to get back to us? Are we heading back to the arcade to chat with Melvin? Are we
I'll go
going
talk
shopping
to
for comfort?
Melvin.
Mm,
I am tempted. I don't know if it's reasonable for me to feel suspicious about the concert or not, but I do. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean, you had
wondering.
that weird feeling in the back of your head this morning. It hasn't gone away.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering if I had like more focused meditation, maybe just about concert or like
Sure.
maybe trying to do like a fire reading.
If you're at your temple, it's a perfect place to do it. Absolutely. Go have a nice meditation. Let's do a fire reading, see what you find.
and do I relate all this information to the group? For what you told me?
If you'd like to. It's entirely up to you.
I'd like to. Just
Okay.
let them know, like, this Karen Watanabe. Sorry, I'm reading as I'm my own typing.
Yeah.
She was doing like personal posts, and that she just stopped 3 months ago. I'm probably talking more like Venus than maybe. And then this Castia started, and that's when the hospital risks started happening at her concerts. It's something doesn't seem right. And I could try getting tickets for my mom, but we might be separated though, so it's up to you guys. I left her a voicemail, but I don't know if she'll get back to me.
Okay.
She's very busy at the hospital. Saving lives.
So Ray, you're gonna go to your fire and you're gonna attempt a reading. Go ahead and roll 2 dice for me. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. All right. All right. So you look into the fire and the light begins to strobe in your mind. Blackness. In the back of your mind, you can hear screams. People suffering, people hurting. And then in the flashing, you begin to see a face and a cat that's messing me up. Okay, hold on. Hopefully she didn't mess anything up for real because she touched my keyboard. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. I'm back to normal. Okay. Don't no. No, there's no room up here for you. Go away.
Do it, kitty. Do it. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So the flashes in your mind, you start to see a face. It's got glowing violet skin, purple growing eyes, a gaping speaker where its mouth should be. And then it stops.
This looks, I mean, it kind of remind me of agents of one of the generals of Queen.
Yeah. Hey.
And she was normal before. What do you hear her? That's kind of. I'll relay what I see. Was kind of reminds me of what you've seen before. Seems somebody's using girl artist. Maybe that's why people think we should be prepared to go into this. What do you guys think?
I think they possess girls and turn them into monsters a little too often around here.
Are we gonna have to fight? I just wanted to go to the concert.
We need to fight. We need to protect people.
It's our duty.
I know. Well, I guess that means I'm gonna have to sneak in there and don't have to talk to Melvin.
No, we're talking to Melvin.
Being such a
We'll
baby.
buy you some cake after. That helps.
Any kind of cake I want?
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming I have money.
You guys have a reasonable amount of, you got, enough to get yourself a nice treat while you're out and about on you. All right. So if you guys are heading back to the Crown Arcade and Cafe, I'll reread my description of that since Amy wasn't here when we got started. Let's see. Yeah, of course. Of course.
I'm eating my lunch.
Pages are slightly out of order now, so I have to make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, here we go. So, the Crown Arcade and Cafe is buzzing with after-school energy. Lights flash over rows of game cabinets. The Sailor V machine blares 8-bit fanfare. Kids crowd around the machines, and the air smells like caramel corn and soda syrup. There are empty machines to play and empty booths in the attached cafe. A new addition to the arcade with plush booths, neon signs, and a pastel checkerboard floor that gives it a cyberpunk vintage diner vibe. Andrew, the dreamy arcade attendant, is working behind the counter. If you look over, you'll see that Molly and Melvin are sitting in a booth. Not sharing a beverage, they each have their own separate beverages, but they're both looking a little awkward, like they're not sure what the other expects. How do you approach?
Oh, Molly, you're going to the concert tonight, right?
Oh, yeah, Serena, I'll be there.
Melvin, do you think there's any way that you could help me get a ticket? I know that your dad owns the venue. I have to go. Everybody's going. I don't want to be the only one not going.
Oh, let's see. All right, so sounds like we're approaching this with a little bit of luck. Kind of hoping he'll help you out.
Please.
All right. So just to let everyone know the situation with Melvin's dad, we know that Melvin's dad owns this concert venue, Prism Hall. However, Melvin is Crossroads School's resident geek, and not in a good way. He's socially inept, a little perverted. Getting tickets from him means you'll probably owe him a favor in the future.
He's
Hard to say
so
what.
annoying.
Melvin is reluctant, but he is a powerful connection. Roll 2 dice for me.
Oh.
Such a Melvin.
Me and Bureaus could go back and do exams.
That is
Ew.
very close to a critical success, ladies. That is nearly a critical success.
My eyes are sparkling so hard right now.
So Melvin reluctantly agrees to call his dad. He comes back a few minutes later. Well, Dad says he owes me for the last time I fixed the PA system. We've got VIP wristbands, but I'll be coming to chaperone you guys to make sure you don't get me in trouble.
Oh, no. People will think we're on a date.
He kind of awkwardly adjusts his glasses since, in his mind, he's here on a date with Molly, but Molly has yet to acknowledge that.
Ew. I guess we have to.
All right, ladies, you just got yourself 5 VIP wristbands to get into the concert. Unfortunately, Melvin is coming with you, but it's time to get ready. You got your way in. How do you guys get ready for the concert tonight?
Ooh, I picked the cutest outfit. I listen to the music and get myself ready like that. We've definitely gone shopping and got new outfits.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You guys are listening to Cassie Muse's songs while you get ready.
Mhm.
Her new hit single, Velvet Static. Mwah. Amazing. Chef's kiss. It's otherworldly. It's hypnotic. It's hard not to dance and sway to the music. Super excited for the concert tonight, although it seems like it could be a Negaverse trap. Fingers crossed.
Am I allowed to bring some Ofudo with me?
Yes.
Okay. So I am gonna get dolled up, but I'm also gonna put some Ofuda in first to bring, because I know this is gonna be like this is probably a trap of some kind.
Highly likely.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Gonna
name
need
of
to
the
figure out a way
episode
to get away
is
from
Sonic
Melvin at
Siren
some
Showdown. I'm not trying to give anything away.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely sounds like a situation where we're gonna have to save the day, but there's no reason why we can't save the day and look fabulous while we do it.
That's the
She
best way to
gets
save the
me.
day.
Fantastic. All right. You ladies are all dolled up in your best. You're going to hop on another bus. This time, you're heading to Harajuku. The sun dips below the horizon, and the nightlife begins in Harajuku. The streets erupt into a dazzling celebration of color and sound. Neon signs flicker to life in hues of electric pink, cyan, and lavender. Street vendors fan out their displays of crepes and takoyaki, and the scent of sugar and soy sauce fills the air. Teens in bold street fashion strut down the street, a moving kaleidoscope of plaid skirts, platform shoes, pastel hair, and glittery eyeshadow. Pop music thumps from boutique storefronts, mingling with the laughter of couples and the hum of scooters zipping past. It's a night alive with energy, perfect for a star to rise. You guys have about an hour before the show begins. Do you head straight to the venue? Do you explore Harajuku? What do you do?
Well, we have to explore.
I think we would explore.
Fantastic.
Let's explore.
Get a little bit of time.
There are
Oh,
pop culture
try to keep-
stores, clothing shops with all sorts of crazy alternative clothes. There are street vendors selling yummy snacks.
I'm
What are
looking
you
at
gravitating
snacks.
towards?
Of course, you're looking at snacks.
Mhm.
I'll try to put a
didn't get
timer
a
to make
chance
sure we
to
don't
do
miss
it
the concert.
today.
I'll join Serena looking at snacks too.
Mm.
Fantastic. All right.
Is there a book vendor?
There's definitely a little mobile bookshop. It's actually kind of like a food cart, but cute enough they sell little books.
Look,
Really
let's see if there's
good-looking.
anything educational.
Fantastic.
Gotta improve my studies.
Of course. So, walking down Takashita Street, the heart of Harajuku, you're immediately hit with a whirlwind of sweet and savory aromas. The air smells like sugar and sizzling meat. Background note of dough, fruit, coffee. It smells delicious. There are crepe stands everywhere, tiny stalls with colorful menus and plastic display crepes. These aren't average crepes. They're rolled up with happiness, stuffed with whipped cream, strawberries, chocolate, matcha ice cream, whatever you can think of, they got it. There's a rainbow cotton candy stall. People are carrying giant, cloud-like spirals of rainbow-colored cotton candy. More of an accessory than a snack. Fluffy, pastel, Instagram famous. There are sweet potatoes, roasted, warm, caramelized. You also find sweet potato fries drizzled in honey or soothed with scoops of ice cream. If you're looking for something more savory, takoyaki, octopus balls wrapped in bonito flakes, crispy
I
fried
can't say
chicken.
no to ice cream.
Ooh, you're going for the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. You approach are you going to the crepe stall or the ice cream stall specifically?
Ooh, well, I mean, if the crepe stall has ice cream and crepes, I will go there. That's a deal.
Fantastic. You can get a crepe there stuffed with ice cream and whatever toppings you like. What yummy thing do you order?
Strawberries, and I want honey, and I want whipped cream, and maybe some chocolate. And if you have any cookie toppings, I don't normally eat this much, but I didn't have my lunch today. I'm really hungry.
The guy's just scooping more and more and more into your crepe. Like, I think that's all I can fit in here, man.
My eyes just sparkle more and more as he.
All right. And Amy, you were looking at the book vendor.
Yes.
see
Is
what we
there
have
any
here.
math books?
Ooh, let's see. So, nestled in a quiet corner sits this tiny wooden cart. The shelves are old and slightly crooked, stacked high with dog-eared paperbacks, yellowing hardcovers, curious little magazines. Books spill out in every direction, some in neat piles, others leaning precariously, as if deep in conversation with one another. The scent of aged paper fills the air. You start thumbing through. This isn't the kind of vendor that's going to have a math book. Some of the books here are very old, though. There might be something interesting. Do you want to do a roll, see what you can find, or are you just looking for math books to study with tonight?
I'll do a roll.
Fantastic.
2 dice again?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wrong one. And that one. Nope, wrong one. Let me get this.
Not a
Work with me,
worry.
computer. Work with me.
5, fantastic. You have a mind stat of 10, so you clear that easy. So, half beneath a pile of mystery books and faded cookbooks, a small book with a strange star on the cover. No larger than a postcard, bound in cracked leather, shimmers faintly in the light when it's held just right. The edges of the pages are uneven, as if ill-cut with a dull knife. They give off a faint, spicy scent of dried herbs and dust. When the book opens, it doesn't creak. It sighs, like it's awakening from a long sleep. Inside, the writing was a flowing ink script, tiny margin notes scrawled in another hand. Most of it written in a strange language that you can't identify altogether. Some words shimmer faintly, refusing to stay still on the page almost. Others seem to fade the more you read them. Curious.
Is there any way for me to decipher the language?
Your computer can't seem to pick it up from here, but if you were to take it home, do some studying on it, you could probably figure it out.
I take it home. I must know. This is
Fantastic,
the
fantastic.
untold knowledge.
You negotiate a fair price with the bookseller. He kind of seems happy to get rid of it. It's a little weird.
I'm too engrossed in the book. I don't notice. I walk away to join the
Fantastic.
group.
So, Sailor Mercury, you might find yourself distracted from time to time for the rest of the session. Your mind keeps going back to that weird book. It's hard to stop thinking about.
I'm
You
okay with
guys
that.
have got a good 20-minute walk to the venue. You could stick around, check out a couple more shops. You could head that way. What are you thinking?
Seeing as how, I used to, before the girls, go around Europe saving the days, um, given the information we've already picked up, I feel like I'm really just like looking around and keeping an eye out, looking for anything that seems suspicious, different.
Nothing appears suspicious here on the street, but you're still a few blocks away from the venue.
I'm just very blindly walking and still eating my Giga Crepe.
Giga crepe.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'll probably go looking
Fantastic.
first, maybe manga, see if there's any like cute outfits.
Oh, absolutely. We've got boutique stores here. We've got comic book shops. We can do both. We can do either.
All right. Y'all go into the comic book
Fantastic.
shop.
You are definitely a bit of a comic book head. Lesser known fact about Sailor Mars, she's into the comics.
Hell yeah.
So the manga shop is like stepping into a world made of ink and imagination. A kaleidoscope of color, energy, and emotion packed into shelves, stretched from floor to ceiling. Even from outside, it's hard to miss. The windows are plastered with vibrant posters of the latest shonen and shoujo releases. Bold kanji titles in neon colors, and cardboard cutouts of popular characters striking dramatic poses. Inside, the air carries a faint scent of paper, fresh print, and just a hint of bubble gum from a nearby capsule toy machine. The shop is cozy but bustling, walls lined with tightly packed shelves arranged by genre. Action, romance, fantasy, horror, slice of life, everything in between. Cat, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me, Small.
Attack.
She's been jumping up here so much, and I've been trying to like get rid of her subtly, but yeah, she's like on the attack today.
She's a part of things.
She is. She's like, I Sailor Moon RPG, whether you like it or not.
Yes. We love her.
All right. Popular titles are displayed prominently, sometimes with staff recommendation tags. Things that say, made me cry in the best way, or if you love Demon Slayer, read this next. There's a certain quiet reverence in the way customers browse, flipping through volumes with careful fingers, eyes scanning pages like they're reading a memory. In one corner, there's a small section for indie works, raw and experimental, nestled next to vintage manga wrapped in protective sleeves like precious artifacts. There's plenty to look at. Where do you start?
I feel like I'm gonna go out to romance for
Fantastic. Most of these are titles I've seen before. You're a manga fan, you've got a large collection already. However, new title catches your eye. Cherry Blossoms After Midnight. It's a bittersweet, tender story with moments of quiet magic. The description on the back reads, Cherry Blossoms After Midnight is a hauntingly beautiful new romance manga that tells the story of Mike Tanaka, a reserved high school senior who spent most of her life feeling invisible. Till late one night, she finds herself drawn to a mysterious park said to be cursed. There, under a blooming cherry blossom tree that shouldn't be flowering in winter, she meets Ren, a boy with silver hair, strange eyes, and an even stranger secret. Ren only exists after midnight, a spirit caught between the loop of life and death, anchored to the cherry tree where he once waited for a girl who never came. Intrigued and unable to stay away, Mika returns to the park night after night, slowly unraveling the secrets of Ren's past as the two begin to form a bond that defies time. Each midnight meeting is fleeting, but their feelings grow deeper, blooming like the impossible sakura above them.
Well, that's intriguing. Too bad.
Sorry, you're cutting out for me a little bit at the end there.
Oh, sorry. I was like, well, that
You're
sounds
okay.
pretty good. It's too bad
Yeah.
the male love interest has silver hair and not black hair, but yeah, you do what you have to. I think that sounds like something I'd
Fantastic.
like to read.
Yes. And shout out to Team Wildwood. Thank you for coming and removing the white fur demon from my presence.
Aww. Chaos.
The hero we need in
Yep.
these times.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so let's see. Serena has got her yummy crepe. Amy has
Mhm.
picked up a new, possibly magical book. Ray, you got yourself a new manga series. Mina, Lita, anything you guys are interested in checking out?
I mean, I went with Serena to the food vendors. I was mostly
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at things that I could potentially make because I absolutely love to cook and make different foods.
Can you make crepes like this? I'm gonna ask with my mouth completely full.
I've never tried before, but I've always wanted to.
Mm.
Well, if you ever want to practice, I'm happy to help you eat them.
Fantastic. So, as you guys walk down the streets of Takashita Street, Lita, you notice there's a specialty chef store. Wasn't here the last time you were here, but it's got all sorts of fun cooking goodies. It's like a Williams Sonoma, but Harajuku based. All sorts of fun possibilities. Do you want to check it out?
I definitely want to check that out.
Fantastic. As you step inside, the chaos of Harajuku fades. The air is cool, clean, and smells faintly of cedar and steel. The interior is a minimalist dream. Dark wood shelves, soft lighting, and display that looks more like an art gallery than a kitchen supply store. Every item has a story. One wall is dedicated to Japanese knives, each blade resting on velvet-lined wood with a card listing its blacksmith, its region, and forging technique. You can pick up a santoku with Damascus wave pattern so intricate it looks alive, or ask the staff to show you the hand-forged nakiri designed specifically for Kyoto vegetables. There's even a small testing station with daikon slices if you want to feel the difference. Another section features rare spices, fermented condiments, house-blended seasonings in dark glass jars with handwritten labels, yuzu salt, smoked shoyu, miso powder, a matcha so vibrant it seems to glow under the lights. Towards the back, there's a selection of chef's tools and accessories. Bamboo charcoal cutting boards, copper measuring spoons, custom aprons from local artisans, sharpening stones sourced from mountain quarries. Occasionally, the shop holds demos or live tasting sessions. In the back, you see a visiting chef showing how to shave bento flakes. The clientele? A mix of professional chefs, aspiring food artists, curious wanderers. It's not just a store. Temple of craftsmanship and culinary devotion. Every item whispers, this is made for someone who really loves food. What do you gravitate towards?
I'm going to check out the knives.
Ooh. Fantastic. Let's see.
I think I'll look to see if anything like just pops out at me as like really special.
Fantastic. Well, they have a few different knife collections here. Collections of chef's knives, multi-purpose knives, vegetable knives, knives for sashimi. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Probably something multi-purpose.
Fantastic. Favorites among home chefs. Shorter and lighter than a Gito knife with a rounded tip. Some are carbon steel with sharper edges. Others stainless steel clad for durability. Their balance is exquisite. They feel like an extension of your hand. Do you see one you want to pick up?
Is there someone in the shop that I can ask as far as a recommendation?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. If you look around, you're going to catch the eye of one of the employees behind the counter. They'll see that you have kind of a confused look on your face, come over and give you a hand. Hi there. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Chef's Specialty. How can we help you?
Well, I'm looking at a new knife, and I was hoping you could recommend something for me.
Oh, absolutely. What are you looking to do with it?
Kind of all kinds of things. I do a lot of cooking, and usually chopping vegetables and chopping up meats and various things to cook for myself. I live on my own, so
Okay, so something versatile, something versatile. Looking for something with some good durability, I'd imagine. Can handle those tough root vegetables as well as slicing a chicken breast. Hmm.
abs- absolutely.
Well, I would recommend either of these two fine knives right here. She points to a couple different options on the shelf. One has a beautiful mahogany handle with a Damascus blade. It's got a beautiful ribboning through the steel. The other is stainless steel and it has a metallic handle. She motions to the knives, motions to the demo area, says, please feel free to try them out.
Oh, we're definitely doing the mahogany Damascus.
There you go. There you go. That one's definitely on the higher end, but it's one of the finest blades in the store.
So I take that over to the station where I can try it out.
There's a station that has a large cutting surface and a basket of various vegetables that you can give a little chop there.
It's like I grab one of the vegetables and I just start testing the knife and see how it chops and how it handles.
Mhm. Fantastic. Lita is being very understated in her chef skills, of course. She is a fine, fine chef and makes quick work of an onion there, gets a very fine dice. What do you think?
I love it. It feels very nice in my hand. It's got good weight to it, and it made quick work of these vegetables.
Excellent. So the price is a little steep. It's within your budget, but you might be eating more ramen next week than you want.
I think it's a worthwhile sacrifice.
Fantastic. So you're going to go up to the counter. The lady that helped you earlier is going to compliment your fine choice and get you rung up and packed up and on your way.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Venus, Mina, anything you want to check out?
Well, aside from boys, really about the only thing that gets my attentions is clothes, so
Some clothing shops, fantastic. What style of clothing are you looking for? You are in the heart of Harajuku. There are boutiques catering to every style.
um I'm looking for something super cute that might help me get a little more success on my flirting. It's really lacking in.
So we're looking for some clothes that are cute and flirty.
Yeah, maybe it can help counteract my poor delivery.
Fantastic. So as you are walking down Takashita Street, you're kind of slowly making your way towards the venue at this point, still looking around as you go. The clothing shop sits like a dollhouse tucked between a row of neon lit arcade and a bubble tea cafe. A pastel dream where whimsy meets flirtation. The sign above the door reads Mew Mew Kiss in looping bubble letters, surrounded by glittery stars and heart-shaped cat paws. Soft J-pop spills onto the street whenever the door swings open, inviting passersby to enter its sugary sweet world. Do you go in?
Heck yeah.
Fantastic.
Had me at whimsy.
Inside, everything is bathed in soft pink lighting, like golden hour filtered through a strawberry milkshake. The walls are decorated with faux roses, vintage mirrors, and shelves lined with plushies and frilly dresses. A heart-shaped clothing rack spins slowly near the entrance, draped in ruffled blouses, oversized bows, and flirtatious skirts that swish with every step. A scent of candied violet perfume and fresh fabric softener hangs in the air. A giant plush bunny sits near the fitting rooms, watching over the space like a loyal mascot. The clothes. We've got mini dresses with puff sleeves and sweetheart necklines, sailor tops and pleated skirts, but shorter and cheekier, not something you could wear to school. Cardigans embroidered with motifs like cherries, tiny daggers with hearts on their handles, smiling milk cartons. Buttons are often shaped like candy or pearls. There's a wall of accessories, strawberry hair clips, thigh-high socks with bows, choker necklaces with glitter charms, heart-shaped sunglasses. Where do you go?
Thigh-high socks with bows.
Thigh-high socks with bows, yes. Fantastic. So one of the ladies on the staff approaches you. They're all wearing matching pastel uniforms, each one customized a little bit with their own flair. Lace-trimmed aprons, cat ears, glitter stickers on their cheeks. They're bubbly, welcoming. Oh, welcome in. How are you this evening? That is a fantastic choice. I love those thigh highs. Wear them all the time.
What kind of color options do you have for these bows?
Oh, fantastic. Well, we have the bows in pink, in white, in baby blue, and in yellow.
Yellow.
Fantastic. If I may, she leads you over to a small display rack, kind of tucked off in the corner where there's a selection of mini dresses. She points out a lovely yellow mini dress. The bow on the front perfectly matches the bow on the thigh highs. It's got ruffles in all the right places. It's got a A-line skirt, just the right length. Flirty, but not too sexy.
I like.
What do you think?
I like. I think this is just what might help me with my lack of flirtation skills.
Fantastic. Would you like to try it on, ma'am? She points out the fitting rooms towards the back.
Sweet, actually. Perfect timing. If it fits right, I could wear this to the concert.
Oh, are you heading to the Cassidy Muse concert tonight?
I am. Have you heard
Oh,
of her?
I have. She is just a dream. My favorite artist. Oh, I don't know how she became so famous so quickly, but her choruses, they're just so hypnotic. Like falling asleep in a neon dream.
Have you been to one of her concerts before?
Oh, no, I haven't. This is the first one that she's held here in Tokyo, and it's sold out so fast.
Interesting.
Mm.
I go in and try on my dress and
Mhm.
my thigh highs. How do I look?
Fantastic. Come on out. Describe yourself.
So Storyteller was right. Those ruffles, they're all in the right places. um, what? And
I love this for you.
and those thigh highs are freaking amazing because it makes me look like I'm taller. Can you believe it? I'm
Maybe I
actually
should get a pair.
maybe you should because I'm not much taller than you. I mean, I've got like an inch on you and
It's not that much.
it's really not. But these thigh highs, they make my legs look longer.
They really do. I'm going over to the store. I'm gonna. I
Gonna
want
get
some
yourself a pair of those
too.
thigh highs. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Do they
So-
have them in pink? Do they have them with bunnies on them? Ooh.
So they do have the bows in white, pink, baby blue, or yellow. They don't have bunnies on them, but you do notice some really cute little bunny hair clips.
I get those.
Fantastic. All right. Well, guys, it's just about time for the concert to begin. Gonna make your way towards the venue at this point.
Yep. Let's go, girls.
Let's do this.
Yep, I can't be late.
The sun dips below the horizon and the nightlife begins in Harajuku. Tucked into a side street, behind a wall of wisteria and mirror paneling, sits Prism Hall, an exclusive jewel box of a venue known for intimate shows and rising talent. With a max capacity of just over 200 people, it's small by concert standards, but every detail is curated to dazzle. The building itself glows with ambient lighting that shifts like a color mood ring. Stylish crowds begin to gather at the velvet-roped entrance beneath a digital marquee that pulses. Cassidy Muse, one night only. Now, unfortunately, seeing Melvin standing outside, waiting for you. Molly, anxiously waiting beside him. Do you approach?
I'll run it, Molly. I'm so sorry to leave you here alone with Melvin. Hi, Melvin.
Oh, no worries, Serena. We've just been, hanging out and doing some talking. I'm really excited to get to the concert, though.
Oh, me too. You look so cute.
Oh, thank you. This old dress, I love it, but,
I'll look around. Is everybody else? Are we all ready?
I'll just kind of
I'm
Melvin's
looking at my
got,
book.
yeah. Oh gosh, Amy still got her nose in the book. I told you she was going to be distracted.
You never take a break.
By the way, Amy, while you guys were walking around Harajuku, you did get a text back from your mom. She said, unfortunately, by the time that she tried, the VIP passes were sold out. But she hopes you and your friends find something fun to do. She doesn't actually know you're at the concert yet, so if you want to text her back and let her know that, that's up to you.
I'll text her back, let her know where I am. I'm safe. I'm with friends.
How
And hope she has a great day.
So responsible.
Fantastic.
And I promise I'll study more when I get home.
She texts you back again and says, don't worry about studying. Just have fun with your friends, dear.
Thanks, Mom.
All right. So, Melvin has got your VIP wristbands. They are front row tickets.
Oh, wow.
Molly is sitting, she didn't get front row tickets, unfortunately. That was not within her wheelhouse. She did not ask Melvin for tickets. So she's sitting a couple rows behind you, but, everybody's ready. Everybody's excited, changing words over the seats. Inside, the space is dreamlike. Stage is transformed into a celestial fantasy, decked out with suspended stars, crescent moons, and a massive glowing orb at the back that mimics a full moon. Strobe lights pulse in time with ambient synths, and lasers cut sharp lines through the smoky air. Violet and indigo spotlights roam across the crowd, which is already packed shoulder to shoulder. Swaying fans clad in glow stick jewelry and sequin jackets. Fog rolls across the floor like low-hanging clouds, and the whole venue feels like stepping into a dream, or another dimension entirely. As the house lights dim, a shimmering instrumental intro builds. The crowd erupts into cheers. And then, like a vision conjured from stardust, Cassidy Muse rises slowly from a platform in the center of the stage, bathed in white light and clad in futuristic bodysuit that gleams like liquid silver. Her eyes flash under the lights, and when she sings the first breathy notes of velvet static, the atmosphere shifts from ecstatic to entranced. At first, everything seems normal. The first few songs are amazing. She's got talent. Her songs are perplexing, hypnotic. But after a few songs, you begin to see her eyes glow, a faint purple. The audience members, once dancing, begin to slow, and then sway. Slower, Everybody roll 2 dice for me.
No.
Oh.
Traffic.
Yay.
Oh.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm going to have to roll up here just to make sure I got everybody's totals. 7 for Venus, 5 for Mars, 5 for Moon, 3 for Mercury, 3 for Jupiter. So if I had to guess, I'm going to pull up your sheets though, just in case, because I do not. Oh, actually, why? I don't even need to pull up your sheets. I was smart and I plugged it into my actual Excel sheet. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So here we go. Jupiter, you're completely fine. You don't feel any effects right now. Venus, you might feel a little woozy. Mars, you're starting to feel some extremely negative energies. You're starting to feel exhausted, like you can barely stand. Mercury, your book has fallen to the side. What you were once reading intently, you can't focus on. You're feeling physically weak. And Serena, you're about to pass out.
It's just gonna take a little lay down. It's just because I ate too much.
Everybody starts to slump. And then from the front row working back, you start to see people faint.
Guys, there's something weird going on here.
You hear Molly a couple seats behind you. My head feels weird. She falls to the floor.
Molly, no!
Amy, you hear your pocket computer start to beep. Do you check it?
I check it.
So you can tell the computer is reading a massive transfer of energy that's coming from the crowd to the singer. As you're reading these results on your computer screen, Cassidy Muse's form begins to twist and distort, her glamour peeling away like glitter in acid. In her place stands Cyrenyx, a towering Yoma with glowing violet skin, hair like coiled black audio cables, and a gaping speaker grill where her mouth should be. Her eyes are glowing a violent purple. She emits a low hum, and the walls vibrate. All this beautiful energy, ripe for the Dark Kingdom. She starts to wail.
Luna, what do we do?
Luna can't come in the venue with you. She's not here right now.
Oh my god, no!
So do we all see this now? Like we all see her true form now?
You're
Okay.
all seeing her true form. Obviously,
Gosh.
most of the humans present are too woozy to realize what's happening. You guys are just barely holding on because of your sailor
We're trying.
ability.
It's like my vision. I think we need to transfer if we can.
You sure can.
Yeah, so upon looking around, everybody's pretty well checked out, right?
No one's going to remember if you transform at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's time.
It's time,
All
ladies.
right. Everybody, I
everyone.
want you to roll 2 dice for your initiative, please.
Diana, so not right now. Oh no, I
Alright.
rolled one.
Yay, more cats interfering.
Yay.
I'll roll again. Okay, that's
Our-
5.
All right. Well, I am adding up all of your lovely dice rolls. Go ahead and feel free to act out, describe your transformations, dealer's choice, however you see fit.
So
Did he beat me to it?
I pull out my little pen, my
Yep.
transformation pen,
Yeah.
and I say, Mars, power activate.
Yes.
And it starts to glow, and I am encased in like fiery ribbons as like my outfit starts to manifest, and I'm in my standard purple and red outfit and heels, and then I kind of like All right, you're going down, pose.
Fantastic. Sailor Mars, transformation complete. Who's next?
I can do mine. So,
Yeah.
this is based off season 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'd be like Jupiter's star power, basically. So I raise my pen up and I'm like, Jupiter's star power, make up. And then I'm engulfed in light as the clothes just started appearing on my body. And then at the end of the transformation, I go ahead and I pose to, for dramatic effect.
Fantastic. All right. Who's next? Jupiter is active.
Um, Venus gets encased in like ribbons of hearts because she's the scout of love. So she's just all heartsies and yellow light
Yep.
and hearts uh and she does like this really great like hair tossing as she does her thing because she's got like really long and full hair and like half of her power is just in her hair alone. So she's just like, I'm
It really is.
fabulous. Truly,
It truly is. Yes.
Okay, Mercury, your turn.
I grab my wand, my pen. I'm assuming it magically appears in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched the anime in a while. I have my arm straight up in the air. I start to twirl. Watery bubbles come out of my wand, covering my body in this light mist. And I transform into my white and blue outfit with my boot heels. And I yell, Sailor Mercury, make up! And I pose
Fantastic.
drastically.
Dressed. Well, very dramatic,
All
Yes.
right. Sailor Moon, last but not least.
The best.
I
Get a break.
raise up from my very, very sleepy, nearly passed out on the floor state, and I held up my wand and moon prism power transform, and all of a sudden I'm encased. There's ribbons flying around me, there's bubbles, there's sparkles. It's whimsical. My nails are sparkly. Boom, cute outfit. Let's go.
Boom, cute outfit.
I love it. I
I'm
love
Sailor
it.
Moon, and in the name of the moon, we will punish you.
Yes, ladies, yes. All right. That being said, I completely agree with you, Pixel Bean. I think it's a great time for us to take a short break.
Yep.
Stretch your legs, get something to
Thank
drink.
you.
Absolutely.
Let's have our
Yes,
intermission.
it's as cool as it used to be. Oh my god.
There.
Audience, let's give our lovely ladies an intermission. Let's run a self-care break. We'll see you guys back here in a few minutes. Hold on to your seats. We're going to take and put on some Sailor Moon music, and we'll be back.
Yay.
Put us on a BRB screen.
Yay.
Let's get our moon music going.
Excellent. Yeah, that was the perfect timing for a break. Thank you, Pixel Bean.
Thank you.
I just start rolling and like I
All right.
Thanks.
The time has come.
Mm.
The time has come.
I think some
All
people need to
right.
get punished.
Let's fight this creep.
We'll put an end to your evil ways.
Fantastic. So before we left for break, our villainess of the evening, Cyrenix, made her appearance. She is a towering Yoma with glowing violet skin, hair like coiled black audio cables, and a gaping speaker grill where her mouth should be. Her eyes are glowing a violent purple. She's emitting a low hum that's vibrating the very halls of the venue. Most of the concert goers have fainted or are in the process of fainting. Amy's computer reads that there's been energy transference from the concert goers to Cyrenix. You guys have all made your magical transformations. You're ready to take on the fight. Above the stage, a shadow appears. A faint vision of a man who looks vaguely like a 1990s era Justin Timberlake. He extends his arm. In his hands forms a swirling white siphon of energy. It's Jedi. Harvest well, Cyrenix. The crowd is yours. And disappears. Cyrenix turns to face you. Her eyes glowing. Fools, I will take your power for the Negaverse. The battle is on. Now, we have made our rolls for initiative. For initiative, we do not go from lowest to highest, we go from highest to lowest. Venus, you have the highest roll of 8, which means you get to kick off combat.
Kitty's back.
Let's go.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So you're going to roll 2 dice for me. And this is costing you 30 energy points. You roll well underneath your attack combat value of 9 for your Sailor Shinji attack. So your opponent, Cyrenix, is going to attempt to dodge. And we're waiting on my dice to roll. You gonna roll? You gonna do it? There we go. All right. 9. Ooh, I don't think she dodges that. Cat, I don't need you right now. Yeah, her dodge is 5, so she's gonna take the full brunt of that attack. Which for the crescent beam is going to be 30 damage points. So you give her a good wallop there, 30 damage points. All right. You can fight. You can fight. Oh, and she even had to defend at a +2 penalty. Oh man, you really would have had it. Okay, for sure. So fantastic. First hit is struck. Good job, Sailor Venus. Up next, Sailor Moon.
I'm so sorry, my mute button wasn't working there for a sec.
Not a worry. Yeah, we're all good.
I see the enemy is trying to evade attacks, and I am going to take off my tiara. I want to use my moon prism power tiara boomerang and see if I can restrain her with it.
Fantastic. All right, so this is gonna cost you 20 energy.
Mhm.
So we'll go ahead and take that off. But you have a lot of energy. You're Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I had a nap. I'm all hopped up on crepe.
Exactly. That's so much sugar. Like, oh my gosh.
Daddy!
All right. So we are going to roll for your attack. And I will see if we get a success on that.
Oh.
Ooh. Actually, though, you still make it. Your attack combat value for your Sailor Shinchi attack is 11. You have a very, very low chance of failure, but if you fail catastrophically.
That sounds great.
Yep. So go ahead and describe your attack while I roll to see if we are able to block that.
I do like this acrobatic twirl as I whip it in her direction, screaming something about killing the vibe will take you down.
Fantastic.
Taking advantage of fans everywhere. So evil.
So we're going to deal another 30 damage with that successful attack. Oh man, that's two good attacks back to back. All right. Sailor Mars. Up next.
So Ray believes that since we looked at this girl's social media and she used to be like a normal schoolgirl, that this is actually like a possessed person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pull out an Fuda and try to do an Fuda strike. Which I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I'll just I hold it up to my face to kind of bless it, and I call upon the power of Mars. Fireballs charge, and then I'll chuck it at her face.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So are we using Mars Fire Ignite, or are we just trying to do an exorcism? Basically?
Exorcism.
Okay.
I guess. It's not clear what I'm.
Yeah, no, that is something that she can do. It's not technically one of her powers. So what you'll do is you will roll 2 for a soul check.
Sounds good. No. Click twice. No, click twice. Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh, fantastic. So you successfully execute the attack. Let's see if she's able to dodge your attack. She just barely inches out of the way before the paper hits her. So you weren't able to successfully do that this time.
Ugh.
All right. Sailor Jupiter, you're up next.
Okay. So I try to gauge the distance between where I'm at and where the enemy's at.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reach that with the physical attack?
You can use to be honest, the book is not super enlightening when it comes to like how many things you can do in a combat, and so I'm just gonna go on like the TTRPG standard, which is 2 actions in a combat. Okay. You could move in to get close enough and then also hit her. You guys are in the front row, so she's right there. You would be able to get to her easily in your turn.
Okay, since I'm very much a physical fighter here, I'm going to move in close, and I'm going to just do a roundhouse kick to her.
Fantastic. All right, roll 2 dice for me. 7. So your attack combat value is 8. You land a roundhouse kick right into her side. She is exceptionally tall. You're only able to hit her kind of like mid-hip area, but you hit her hard, and she definitely loses her balance. She is going to be at a -2 penalty if she tries to attempt a movement-based attack next turn.
Yay.
Excellent. So, it's Cyrenix's turn to attack. She is going to start singing. a very sweet melodic tune. And as she sings, you see the concert goers start to stir. So, let's see. Got a 6. Give me just a minute. I am rolling for initiative again. Oh, is everybody going to get a 6? That's fantastic. In fact, maybe I'll just do that. They're working as a mob. I like having individual dice rolls, but it can get complicated. Let's see. 4. And 7. All right, so 5 of the concert goers kind of sway to their feet. And their eyes are glassed over, gray. They're moving as if not compelled by their own will. So, give me just 1 second while I fix this real quick. I've got my list here, sort range.
This seems bad.
It sure does. It sure does. Amy, it is your turn. You may attack, and your computer is also beeping a little bit. If you care to check it, it's entirely up to you. There is a lot going on right now.
I'll try to check it quickly
Okay. Fantastic. So,
while dodging anybody coming after me.
yep. Nobody close enough to you has been possessed yet, so you seem to be okay for now. So your computer has isolated the frequency of Cyrenix's sound waves. There's a couple different ways that you can use this information. Obviously, you can beat her with some good old-fashioned fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You can hack the PA system and use your computer to transmit a frequency that will negate hers. You can also use the concert speakers that are directly in front of you. Someone will have to take the microphone and actually sing. But if you run the soundboard, you can alter those sound waves again in a way that will disrupt her attacks. What are you thinking?
Can I do, like, how many actions do I have left?
You can move or attack or defend, basically. One more action.
Okay, I'm thinking either hack or use Bubble Blast.
The hacking will be an extended process. It'll take you several turns, just to warn you. So the others are going to have to provide you some cover if that's the game plan.
How close am I to the soundboard?
You could get there in one movement. You wouldn't be able to move and hack it. But you could start the hack on your next turn.
Can I use Bubble Blast to give the group cover and to confuse the enemy? And then try to make my way to the soundboard.
You could use Bubble Blast, and then in your next turn, you could move and do the hack.
To the soundboard? Okay.
I'll
do that.
Okay. So, give me your dice roll and your best Mercury Bubble Blast description.
Let's see. 2 dice. These RNG gods.
Oh. Okay, so unfortunately, you've rolled above your attack combat value. So you try to form your attack, but it doesn't actually go off. Regardless, it does take 20 of your energy points.
Yep.
So we're going to mark that there. So no Mercury Bubble Blast this turn, but
no,
we'll be coming back around. All right. So top of the turn order again comes to Sailor Venus. You last turn successfully blasted our villain with a crescent beam smash. Took 20 of your energy. The villain is still looming there, a little off for balance, and you've also got 5 concert goers that are zombily moving their way to your direction, trying to disrupt you. It's a little scary. Where are you going to go? What you going to do? They're a little spread out, but they're all heading in your general direction. You guys are all kind of clumped at the front of the stage, right? So we've got Amy is poised to make her way to the top of the stage very soon. And as far as I know, the only one who's actually made the move onto the stage is Jupiter. So the rest of you guys are all going to be well within their reach on their next turn, or at least in the reach of 3 of them. If the Mercury bubbles blast had gone off, that would have been a successful way to kind of slow them, but we'll have to see if that goes off next turn. Okay, you're going to get out of the reach of them, a little closer to Cyrenix.
Fierce
Gotta
says that they
sing that
can't
you're
hear
muted.
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh,
I was muted in OBS. Not my microphone wasn't muted because everybody else could hear me, but OBS couldn't hear me.
Whoops.
Oops.
Like you're muted again.
oops, I did it again.
Felt cute, might mute.
You know, I mean, pro streaming at its finest. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you, Veer.
Yep.
Thank you, Veal. Yeah. So what I was saying was that I was trying to get an idea of where the oncoming people were at, if they were together or spread out. They're spread out, so there's nothing really that I can do about that. As far as like doing something to the environment that would hinder all of them from making progress, because we don't want to hurt bystanders. So I'm just going to advance onto the stage.
If you wanted to do a mind check for me, roll 2 dice, then we could see if maybe you see something in the environment you can use to your advantage.
How about a 3?
Fantastic. You rolled under your score, which is a 5. So as you're jumping onto the stage, you notice that there is an industrial strength fog machine on stage left, kind of hidden by some of the set pieces. If you turn that fog machine out into the crowd, you're going to have a lot of cover.
Wait. Do I notice where that gets turned on at?
Oh yeah, it's already turned. It's basically already ready to go. You just have to push the button on the back and turn up the dial to crank it to max intensity.
Okay, can I do that?
Absolutely. That'll be your second action. Is that okay?
Yep.
Fantastic. So Sailor Venus makes her way onto the stage. She sees the fog machine behind stage left. It's a huge industrial sized fog machine on wheels. She's able to turn it towards the audience and she is cranking it to maximum capacity. So the venue is starting to fill up with fog. Amy, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, you guys are still down in that fog, so you might consider making your way to the stage ASAP so that you're not lost in there. But you can see the lights are still strobing, filling up the smoke, causing all sorts of crazy color combinations in the air. This is the wildest concert you guys have ever been to. Who's next? All right. Attendee number 5, as he's been named, is making his way, his eyes glassed over. He's completely unaware of his actions at the moment, but he is stumbling towards you, Sailor Moon, and he's kind of putting up his hands like he's going to try and grab you.
Hey, you know, what a creep. Can I kick him?
You can try. He's going to try and grab you, so he's going to roll his 2.
Okay. I'm going to try to do a high moon kick.
There you go. Roll 2 for me. There we go.
No.
Oh, okay. So your kick doesn't quite go off, but he isn't able to grab you either. Instead, you attempt to kick and you fall over.
Oh.
Fortunately, though, he wasn't able to put his hands on you because you fell fast enough. So that's good.
So typical.
So full of cake.
All right. Sailor Moon, it is your turn next.
Whose turn?
Oh, sorry, Sailor Moon, your turn.
Oh, I thought I just did my turn.
No,
that was just your response to his attack. So you can do 2 things in combat on your turn. You can move and attack. You can defend. If you're doing a non-combat action that involves some skill, it might take one of your turns or even 2 of your turns.
I'm gonna try to get out of the way and throw my tiara again if it has come back to me in boomerang fashion.
Absolutely, it has. So you can, you still have enough movement and all that. You can clamber your way up onto the stage so that you're not down in the fog. Who would you like to throw your tiara at? You can throw it at Cyrenix. She's on the stage with you. You can throw it at one of the concert attendees if you want, but they're just
I'd like to
regular
get
people.
Cyrenix. Yeah, as much as Melvin's a creep, I don't want to actually accidentally assault him.
Fair enough. Alrighty, go ahead and roll 2 dice for me.
Oh, wait, no, 1 is good.
It's one is great. It goes.
I keep seeing 1 and I'm like, oh no.
You're good. So again, that's gonna take 20 from you, I believe.
Okay. Which
let's see, 20 energy points. Let's see. I gotta make sure I'm keeping track of these things.
Yes, that puts me at 90.
Correct. All right, so you're able to hit Cyrenix for what is that? 30 damage points. So she's hurting. She's down on the ground at this point. You guys almost have her. All right. Attendees number 1 and 2 are going for the only there's 2 targets still on the floor, actually. We've got Amy and we've got Mars. They are, however, closest to Mars. So you've got 2 concert attendees coming towards you, Sailor Mars. And they have their hands out. They're just lumbering along like they're completely lost, but they're coming at you anyway. It's the brains, except not. What are we going to do? They're going to attempt to grab you. We're going to roll for number 1 and roll for number 2. Number 1 fails to grab you, but number 2 is able to kind of get a hand on your forearm. What do you do?
Can I pull out Fuda and smack it on his forehead?
Absolutely. Give me a soul check. Roll 2 dice.
That is okay.
All right. So once again, the Afuda is actually successful. You smack him on the head with it. That's great. But as soon as he falls to the floor, you notice Molly's body start to twitch and rise. She's right there next to Amy, and she's starting to get to her feet. All right. Sailor Jupiter, you are on the stage next to Cyrenix. You just delivered a powerful roundhouse kick that knocked her off her feet in time for Sailor Moon to come in with her moon tiara and hit her once again. What are you going to do?
I think I'll attempt an energy attack here. I'll do the let's see which one. I'll do the Jupiter Thunder Crash.
Fantastic. All right. So Jupiter Thunder Crash drains 20 energy points from Sailor Jupiter. Oh, you are a low energy girly, but you can still do 2 more attacks if you need to. All right. So roll 2 dice for me. 8, which is just below your requirement 9 for your Sailor Shinshi attack. So we're going to roll 2 to see if Siren X is able to dodge you. She is not able to dodge you because she is so upset by the Moon Tiara magic that has already happened. And at this, she starts to kind of crumple and shrink and shrivel. Her energy's gone. All that's left is for Sailor Moon, when she comes around to her turn, to perform her moon healing activation, or for Sailor Mars to perform a successful exorcism. So, right now, you guys still have some possessed concert goers coming at you, despite the fact that she's on the floor. It's a little weird. Let's see. Sailor Jupiter, that was your only action that turn, so you can still move. You can still attack. You could assist someone. What do you want to do?
Let's see here. So who's all on the stage right now?
Venus is on the stage at the fog machine. We've got Sailor Moon, who just jumped on the stage to perform her Moon Tiara magic. And Mars and Amy are still down in the audience. Mars and Mercury. I don't know why I keep using Amy instead of Mercury.
That's fine. It works.
It's okay.
It works for me.
Let's see here. I think I'll move closer to Sailor Moon just in case we might need to sort of combine forces.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So you and Sailor Moon are teamed up together. And we are going to move on to the 2 last concert goers that were kind of ambling towards the girls down below. So they've made their way to Mars and Mercury, and again, they are going to attempt to grab you. One will attempt to grab Mars, the other will attempt to grab Mercury. So we'll roll 5. Okay, again, one of them manages to grab onto Mercury's forearm. He's kind of trying to wrestle her and get a better grip. And the other one basically falls on his own face when he tries to get to Ray. So we're good there. Mercury, he responds. Someone's grabbing at your arm.
I'm looking at my abilities right now. Can I? Can I yank my arm out, and would an ice bubble freeze for? I'm assuming it only is going to affect one person, and hopefully it doesn't hurt them. I just want to freeze them in place.
Okay. So normally to use an attack like that, we would need to wait until your turn for something like that to happen. But honestly, that sounds rad to me. So we're going to try it anyway. We're just going to try it at a moderately high difficulty. Roll 2 dice for me, and we'll compare it to your soul stat.
2 people, like the 2 people left over that are hypnotized, and probably Molly. I'm assuming it's only going to affect one person.
Yeah, because you're defending against his attack, you'll only be affecting him. But we're not even going to call it one of your signature attacks per se. We're just going to say it's like a spontaneous response to you being attacked. You just freeze him if it goes off. So we'll roll that and compare it to your soul stat, which is a 5. 8. Unfortunately, you were not able to freeze him. So when it comes around to your turn, you will still be grappling with him. Which it's actually your turn next because Sirenix is on the ground. She cannot attack right now. She's just waiting to be purified. So
can I put my dice in like dice jail?
Some days, man, some days. So because you are grappling, you will be suffering a bit to your roll modifier. Again, we're going for lower rolls with snake eyes being a critical success, double sixes being a critical failure. So to make your roll slightly more difficult, we're going to do a +1 modifier, which means whatever you roll, you'll be fighting that guy a little bit and have to add +1 to whatever you roll. So
Cool.
what would you like to do?
I don't know anymore. These dice hate me. Okay, so he's still on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Still has.
Yep,
Still has.
he's got your forearm. He's kind of trying to pull you away from your friends.
The fog machine is still going, but he's right next to me, so it doesn't exactly matter.
Exactly. You can't really see anything going on around you besides this guy pulling on your arm. You know that Ray is close by. Sailor Mars is there next to you somewhere, but you can't actually see her through this fog right now.
I only have 3 attacks, but even them still.
And actually, just so you know, we're only playing with the first attack for this one because we're new scouts still technically it's
Okay,
first season.
so just double
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
But
It's like,
you can still do physical damage. You can still do melee combat, and if you find something that you can use as a weapon, that doubles your melee combat damage. So
okay, so I probably would still try to like yank my arm out because
for sure.
I have this not weird, hypnotized zombie person trying to grab my arm with no consent.
Absolutely. So roll 2.
Okay.
And we'll see if you succeed in pulling your arm away. 6. Okay. So that is just below your Sailor Shinshi attack value. It's not technically, defense value. It's not technically below your regular defense combat value, which is pretty low. It's a 4 actually. And you have a +1, which means you're at 7. So we're going to say that attempt to ungrapple was unsuccessful. He's still got a hold of your arm, although now you've managed to kind of reverse the tide a little bit. You can see Mars in your peripheral. You know that you're close to your friends. He hasn't succeeded in pulling you away, but you haven't succeeded in getting him to let go. You can attempt that one more time. You could attempt to attack him in response, throw a kick at him, something like that.
And she does do that. I'm gonna try to, even though he has my arm still, I'm going to try to do a low circular kick.
Sure.
And kind of like kick his legs up in the air. No, I'm describing it bad, but make him fall over.
Fantastic. Roll 2 dice for me.
I don't know if Amy does that, but I'm hoping she does for this turn.
Fantastic. Your attack combat value for melee attack is 6, and so you roll a 4, which is under the value, so you succeed. You are able to deliver a sweeping kick to this dude and knock him flat on his face. Please feel free to describe that if you'd like.
He has my arm. I look him in the face, or him, her, them. I don't know. In a motion, I'll do a turn like I'm transforming, but I'll go down low to the ground, slightly kneeling with one leg stretched out, and circle all the way around. Kick him with his legs flying up in the air for at least a couple seconds, and I'll try to stand and get some distance.
Fantastic. Alrighty, so Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, you're down in the fog. Sailor Venus, Sailor Moon, Sailor Jupiter, you're up on the stage. You hear an echoing evil laugh across the venue, but you can't seem to locate its source yet. Sailor Moon, you're up next. Or wait, sorry, no. Venus, I skipped your turn. Venus is up next.
So even those of us on the stage, we can't tell where the laughing's coming from.
Nope, it's just kind of echoing across the concert hall. It's It's almost like it's coming out of the speakers themselves. It's just this loud, disembodied, dark laugh.
Sorry if this is stupid. How many turns have we had? Because I feel like maybe I missed.
Oh, two? Two
Okay.
turns?
I don't think I had a.
You tried to exercise that guy,
Who was grabbing?
right?
I was.
Oh, yeah, but he was grabbing you. Oh, gosh. Did we skip your turn?
I think we might have.
I think we might have. Okay, well, then let's do your turn now. Let's do your turn now for
Sorry.
sure. No. I'm glad you caught that. Thank you. You're right. That was a response and not your turn, which means you need to get your turn. Let's go. All right, Sailor Mars.
You got this.
Let's go
Okay.
back. Let's do Mars's turn. All right.
Sorry.
No. I'm glad you pointed that out. I completely missed that.
So should I be able to see, like, her situation? See it through the fog or fully not?
Right now, you can't really see much of anything. You can kind of see Sailor Mercury's outline. She is kind of off to your left, a little bit closer to the stage than you are. You can see the one concert goer that tried to grab you last turn is starting to get back to his feet. Molly is kind of on the floor in between you and Mercury. She's literally crawling towards Mercury on her hands and knees right now. You can try and get onto the stage. You can try and attack.
So,
yeah.
talking is free. Talking is free.
Talking is
right?
free. Yep.
So I'm gonna shout, "Amy, get to the stage!" and then I'm gonna try to run up to the stage myself.
Fantastic. Yep. You make it to the stage. And then that technically only counts as one action, so you can attempt to help with something. There's not any like assailants on the stage right now. Cyrenix is down for the count. Something else is out there though. Your senses are still tingling.
Can I can I try to sense like the direction of the laugh or like what's going on with that?
Absolutely, roll a soul check for me.
No. Come on, click twice. Why am I so bad at this? Let's go. Ow.
Fantastic. You have a successful soul check. You can sense an extremely negative presence floating just above the stage. And in fact, when you look up, you can start to see a dark swirl kind of forming above the stage.
Oh, can I just, guys above us?
Absolutely. Bring everyone's attention to it for sure. All right. So those are your two actions. We moved and we did a soul check to determine the source of the laughter, which again brings us to turn 3. We're at the top of the turn. Jadeite appears, levitating through the portal that's just opened above the stage. He laughs his evil, boisterous laugh. Should have known you'd be here, Sailor Scouts.
You'd be behind the total creep.
You'll never stop Queen Beryl and the Negaforce.
Huh, just you wait.
You're not even cute.
Sorry.
Priorities.
He's a bad 1990s Justin Timberlake. I'm just telling you now, he's not even cute.
On Sailor Venus's list, he is like so far on the bottom, he's not even on the fake piece of paper, okay?
I love it. Oh my gosh.
You don't even have the guts to do this work yourself. You make innocent people do it for you, sir.
I'm gonna scream. We'll stop bullies like you.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh. The temperature begins to drop. The flickering stage lights turn a deep, unnatural blue. Smoke hisses from beneath the stage. Such fragile flames, snuffed out with so little effort. You may have broken my toy, Sailor Scouts, but the music of your downfall is only beginning to play. The Dark Kingdom will rise, and you're merely the opening act. With this, he fires an energy bolt at you. A Negaverse attack. So we're going to roll 2. And he's firing this directly at Sailor Moon. So we have a combat value of 9. He just makes that, like literally. It's not a very strong attack, but it's coming straight at your face, Sailor Moon. Roll a defense roll for me. Ten. Okay, so unfortunately, that attack does hit you. It hits right at your feet. It sends you flying off stage, and it deals how many damage? 20 damage. Costs him 10 energy.
You'll pay for that.
All right, so Sailor Moon has just taken 10 damage. Jedi is now in the battle. Cyrenix is passed out, but still needs to be purified. And we are at the top of our turn, which means it is Sailor Venus's turn once again.
Okay. I am definitely going to crescent beam smash his ugly face.
Yes, let's crescent beam smash his ugly face. I love it. All right, let's roll 2 dice for that crescent beam smash and describe your attack for us.
Oh, at least I got 1-1. Once again, 2 crescent moons appear in front of me, and I reach out and touch them and direct them to Mr. Ugly Face Man and shoot them towards him in a beam.
Fantastic. All right, so we rolled a 7, which is below your Shinshi attack value, so he's going to roll to try and dodge your attack. And just so you know, that does put you at 5 energy, so you do not have the ability to put off the Crescent Beam Smash again, but you can attack him with melee moves. So he rolls a 7, which is his defense combat value. He narrowly dodges it. It nicks his shoulder. It takes 10 health points. It's a very minor injury, but he evades most of it. All right. Would you like to do anything else on this turn? You can move, you can get in a defensive posture for next turn.
Am I able to take and look around and reassess the field to see if I notice anything else that could be helpful?
Absolutely, absolutely. Go ahead and do another mind check for me. Your target is 5 or less.
Oh, well, then no.
So you look around, but you're not seeing anything helpful yet. Maybe something will pop up next time. All right. They're on the floor because Mercury's still down in the audience, right?
Yep.
Okay. Molly has been crawling her way towards you since she was roused. And she has finally gotten close enough to try and get a hold of your ankle. She's out of it. She's just blindly reaching out. She's trying to stop you any way she can, and she's not strong, so she's just going to grab that ankle. And she has a very, very weak hold on it, but you know you can just kick her off easy enough, so we don't even have to worry about that.
Okay.
So, Sailor Moon's turn. You can attempt to attack Jedi. You can attempt to cleanse Cyrenix. Just so you know, if she's not cleansed within the next round, she will start to rouse again. But what would you like to do?
It is definitely time for my moon healing activation.
Fantastic. Let's do a moon healing activation, guys.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll 2 dice for me.
Oh.
So double sixes, while would be a good thing in most games, is the worst thing in this game.
Fail.
So you go to pull your moon healing activation wand out of the back of your Shinshi skirt there, your fuku, and it gets caught on the bow.
Oh, no.
And so describe to us how you writhe and wriggle across the stage trying to unstick your wand.
Have you guys
and
ever
the
seen like when
flail.
a dog is chasing their tail, kind of?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, like, if I turn just enough, I'll catch up with it, and then I can get it unstuck. And no, I don't need help. I got this. It's fine.
Fantastic.
And then
We
I start
have crying is a free action.
Crying is a free action.
Crying is a free action. All right, so there are 2 more concert attendees that are kind of lumbering around. They're still trying to get a hold of Sailor Mercury and Sailor Mars down there in the audience. Mars, did you make your way to the stage? I'm trying to remember now.
onto the stage.
Yeah,
You're onto the
the only one.
stage. So Mercury is the only one in the audience. So unfortunately, that means you have 2 coming after you this turn, Sailor Mercury. One of them trips over another audience member, falls flat on his face. The other one, he gets closer to you and he like reaches out like he's gonna grab you, but he just barely misses. So you're safe for now, but you probably want to get a move on next turn if you can.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Sailor Jupiter, you are on stage. You are the closest to Jedi at this point. You're still standing there right next to Cyrenix where she fell. What would you like to do? Oh wait, no, you didn't. You're not standing next to Cyrenix. You moved next to Sailor Moon, so you're actually pretty close to her. Sailor Jupiter?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
So I know at least on Mercury's turn she was trying to hack, but it's probably not something that we know about that information yet, do we?
She hasn't made it to the stage to perform the hack yet.
Okay.
If she wants to share the information, one of you could take the mic to perform like an audio disruption attack, but that was mostly going to benefit you in fighting Cyrenix. You're not sure if it's going to affect Jedi.
Yeah, I was thinking like if the audio system might be causing the zombies, basically, if that was like the source of the zombie effect, but
Gotcha.
we probably don't know that information, so
You can roll to see if you can determine that.
okay, I can try that.
Yeah, it would be a mind check. Was unfortunately kind of low for you. It's a 4, so you'll have to roll below a 4.
Ooh. So roll 2, right? Oh, hold on. That's already too high.
Yep.
That's that's awful.
So
That is
unfortunately,
awful.
you're not able to determine what's controlling the audience, but if you share these thoughts with Sailor Mercury, she can try running another scan on her computer to see if she can determine. She's got the best stat chance for that for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll try to communicate that to Mercury and see if she can determine that.
Fantastic. Mercury, we will try that on your next turn if you so wish. And Jupiter, you still have 1 action you can take. You can move, you can attack, you can get into defensive posture. What would you like to do?
I'll probably get in defensive posture since Jedi's still there.
Fantastic. So on your next turn, you are going to have minus. Yes. You'll have a -2 to any attacks done against you. Because you are in defensive posture. All right. Fantastic. So where are we? Where are we? As the stage lights flicker, you begin to brace yourselves for Jedite's next attack. A shadow slices down from above. A red rose thunks onto the stage with a flash of light and a burst of petals. A voice echoes through the chaos. I came for the music, but I stayed for the fight.
What? Sorry.
Tuxedo Mask appears. walking across the catwalk above the stage, and he is going to attempt to knock down a rigged spotlight with his cane and hit Jedi. Let's
My
see.
cheerleader.
Tuxedo Mask throws his cane, and he does not come anywhere near knocking down that spotlight. He just kind of disappears into the shadows again, proving that he is once again so helpful.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
starting to
already?
wonder
And
what
that's
I
our
see
future
in
king.
this time.
Oh.
Yeah. Future
All
king.
right.
Mhm.
I think he was cuter before tonight.
He's moved down the list.
Exactly. Gotta knock him down the list a couple pegs.
Yeah, his ranking
So
dropped.
we have 2 concert attendees. One of them is going to go after Sailor Mercury again. He's going to get a hold of her forearm. So once again, we'll have to try and break that hold. Go ahead, Sailor Mercury, and roll a defense roll for me. All right. So he does have a hold of your forearm. So again, we'll do a -2, or no, sorry, +2 to your next melee action because he's going to try and hold you. Or movement or melee. Yep, here we go. Make my note there. All right, and then the next attendee is actually going to just make his way towards the stage, and he's going to try and start climbing up onto the stage. But as he is not of his full mental capacity right now, he's going to have a really hard time with that. So it's going to take him a full turn to clamber up onto the stage. While that is happening, it would be Cyrenix's turn. She's starting to move a little bit. You can see that she's starting to take some of that energy siphoned from the crowd to re-rouse herself. And that means it will be Sailor Mercury's turn. Have I missed anybody? This is the last turn for round 3.
Did Mars go?
Mars,
I
did you
not
go?
No.
Okay. See? I keep missing you. I'm so sorry. It's because you're right after my concert attendees and you end up like responding to that, and then I think it's your turn. Let's go ahead and do your turn, Mars, and then we'll move into Sailor Mercury's turn.
Yep.
I was gonna try to exercise.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll 2 dice for me. It's going to be a soul check, which is a value of 8. Fantastic. So you are able to connect with Cyrenix. She is down, so she is unable to defend. Your scroll hits her square in the forehead. Go ahead and explain to me what we see.
I hold a scroll in face, bless it, I like evil be gone, and I chuck it to forehead. It immediately latches on, and see like a blackness bursts out of her body. Soon starts to shift back. A Japanese schoolgirl.
Fantastic. The Yoma shrieks fade into silence, and the form of Karen Watanabe falls to the stage. All right. You guys still have Jedi on your hands, and you still have some possessed concert goers coming after you, despite the fact that Cyrenix is gone.
I don't know why I keep cutting out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's probably I know that Alex has had to solve this problem for me a couple times. I can't remember what he does exactly though. Something about the noise gate, I think. But don't take me on that because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll just be right here.
We're good. Exactly. Just be right there. Just get real intimate with it.
Yeah, just
Sweet radio
just like
voice.
cuddle the
real sexy time,
microphone.
guys.
Oh, hi,
Sleep night.
microphone.
Sleep
Sailor-
night jams with Rids.
Oh,
Sailor
we're getting too
ASMR.
sexy. Yes, exactly. All right. Sailor Mercury, it is your turn. You will have to try and break that gentleman's holds, and then I would advise moving onto the stage. Otherwise, you're probably going to keep getting grabbed.
Yeah, that's my goal. Get out of the grip and jump on the stage.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll to break that grip. All right. And unfortunately, because you're suffering a +2 dice penalty, you aren't quite able to break his grip the first time. Go ahead and roll for me one more time.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. Unfortunately, you are pinned down for this turn still. But
Go on, guys.
next
Go on
next
without
turn,
me.
next turn we're gonna do something about that. And also if anybody is able to help her with that, that can happen too. All right. Top of round 4, if I'm not mistaken. We are going to roll for Jedi. He is once again going to blast an attack, this time at Sailor Jupiter, because she is the closest to him at this moment. However, his attack fails. He goes to form a ball of Negaverse energy, and it just kind of fizzles out. He's gonna have some colorful language inserted here. And Sailor Venus, that brings us to your turn.
That's some of that little PP energy right there.
Let's say, can I viciously mock him?
Oh, absolutely. Talking is always a free action.
I'd be like, don't worry, it's perfectly natural. Happens all the time to everyone.
Just ask Tuxedo Mask, right?
Just some performance anxiety. It's okay.
It's fine.
I swear this has never happened before.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay. So I'm going. Since I'm on the edge of the stage anyway. Am I capable of, from my non-foggy position, looking down and seeing Sailor Mercury?
Yep, you can see her.
So can I reach down and grab her and attempt to pull her up to me?
You could make a movement to get to her and then do a roll to try and break that gentleman's hold, and then the two of you can make your way back to the stage on the next turn.
Okay. I'm going to try and help my girl out. She's struggling. It's just it's unbefitting of a Sailor Scout.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make a roll for me. Fantastic. So it's a struggle, but you're able to break his grip and pull him away. And you're not able to make your way entirely onto the stage, but you're close enough to it that you can hop right onto it next turn.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Thank you, Venus.
Yeah. So with that, attendee number 5, that was Molly, a hold of your ankle. She's going to spend her turn trying to get to her feet. She's slow moving. Sailor Moon, we are back to your turn. How would you like to proceed?
Have I caught up with my butt yet? Have I caught my wand? Am I still tangled?
Your wand, you've successfully retrieved your wand, but will you be able to cast the spell? We'll find out.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna,
Just a quick thing though. The last turn, Ray was able to cleanse Cyrenix, so she is no longer a threat. We are only fighting Jedi. Moon healing activation does not actually deliver any damage. So if you want a damage dealing maneuver, you're going to want to do Moon Tiara magic.
Yes, I do that.
Fantastic. So we're going to take 20 energy points for that.
Oof.
No, that's fine. Your Sailor Shinshi rating is very, very high because you are the leader of the scouts. You have to roll a critical failure to fail, so you're good. Go ahead and describe your Moon Tiara magic, and I'm going to roll for Jedi to see if he makes it out of the way in time.
I do a very elegant twirl this time as I shimmer a little bit and hold my tiara aloft as I scream, "Moon Tiara magic!" And I throw it with all of my might, with such a flourish, and hope that it do a good damage.
Fantastic. We're gonna roll. Okay. And Jedi, what is his defense roll? I think that is a success for you, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. It is, because his combat value is a 7. He rolled too high. So, Sailor Moon, your Moon Tiara magic hits him. It deals a devastating blow. Jedi kind of crumples. He's gripping his stomach. You've really done it. All right. So, as the scouts begin to move in, Amy, Venus, you make it onto the stage. Mars, you're on the stage already. You're all forming up. You're ready for your ultimate attack. Sailor Scouts United. Feel free to give me some flair if you'd like, ladies.
So I will start, gathering close to the girls, and I will start putting my hands together almost like in the shape of a gun and just start to channel this fire and just like feel my hair like floating behind me as I'm just summoning like all the power of fire I can to just launch at this asshole.
Fantastic. Go ahead
Yeah.
and it's technically out of turn order, but go ahead and give me a roll for that. We want to see if that goes off.
I love it.
Okay, I was just
Yes.
like I was just posting up, getting ready
No, for
whenever
sure.
we go. Okay. Yeah.
You're technically the next turn anyway. Okay, so you're
Instead
forming your
of-
fireball. Jedi is levitating in the air above you. He's clearly been hurt by Sailor Moon's Moon Tiara magic attack. He grimaces. This show's far from over, and next time, you won't leave the stage alive. He vanishes in a burst of dark energy, the sound of mocking laughter echoing in the air as the lights flicker back to normal. The scouts are left shaken, but victorious. For now. The energy begins to return to the crowd. Molly wakes up with a dreamy sigh.
Oh, that was the best concert ever.
As she slumps over.
Molly, are you okay?
Ambulances arrive. They begin to take away stricken concert goers. The battle is over. Good game, guys.
Yay!
Yay!
I did no damage.
But you did a lot of information gathering, which is something I was really counting on your character to do, so thank you.
Does anyone want to go for
I-
snacks after?
I'm held down by zombies.
Yes,
Always
yes.
thinking about
Oh, the
food.
first dice. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
So,
hilarious.
at Serena's suggestion, you guys will make your way back to the Crown Arcade and Cafe. The streets of Tokyo glow soft and golden beneath the light of twinkling neon signs, cherry blossoms in full bloom. Spring air drifts sweet and crisp through the city. Crescent moon hangs in the sky. Inside the cafe, the glow of arcade screens bathes everything in shifting colors. Retro tunes and beeping sound effects blend into a lively symphony as teens battle pixelated monsters or race cartoon cars. At the cafe counter, strawberry milkshakes swirl like clouds in tall glasses, topped with whipped cream and sprinkles. Booths are packed with students, some recapping their weeks, others laughing at claw machine wins. At a corner table overlooking the street, the group sits together, warm in the safety of each other's company. Molly leans in, wide-eyed and breathless, slurping her milkshake through a curly straw.
I mean, Cassidy Muse. She was incredible. The lights, the costumes. I don't think I ever danced that hard in my life.
Oh, Molly.
It certainly was something.
Definitely a once in a lifetime event.
Oh, it was eventful.
Melvin is sitting beside her, a little less shy than he was earlier. He's adjusting his
Oh
glasses.
no, I still owe him a favor.
I knew there was some kind of audio manipulation happening. You know, they say there's a theoretical frequency called the brown note. Molly stops him. Don't.
Melvin.
Maybe
Don't
you can
finish that
count.
sentence.
Maybe you can count saving his life as that favor.
Mhm. Sitting at this table with him is the favor.
Am I reading the book that I dropped?
Sure.
Okay, I look up, I speak up, then look back down. Focusing on I need to figure out this puzzle.
As they toast their victory beneath the shimmering arcade lights, the camera pans up, out through the windows to a clear Tokyo sky. The crescent moon hangs high above, watching over the city with silver serenity. Our scene fades to black. GG, guys.
Yay!
GG.
GG!
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, if I could, I'd love to end this in the same way that our good friends Commodore Zed and Nerdwire Plays do. We'll go clockwise again. Sailor Mars, Radia, if you want to start us off, tell us a little bit about what you liked, what you didn't like. If you have any feedback, it is most appreciated. This is my first time storytelling, and I want all the feedback because I had a wonderful time and I want to do it again.
Yeah, I had fun, like, with the kind of investigating portion that I was able to do, partly due to like my character skills. So that was a lot of fun. And I liked the way you made like Tokyo kind of come to life with your descriptions. It's just like the distinct different areas that we got to see. I really liked that. Yeah, I mean, other than I guess the turn order, but I got confused too. So yeah,
Yes, I apologize for that. I'm
No,
gonna have
it's
to find a
okay.
way to keep better track.
It's I got confused because like the way you're able to respond, I think makes it really. I mean, that's the system. So, but yeah,
Yeah, it makes it feel like you've taken your turn when you haven't. What I need to do and what I will do the next time I host a one shot is next to everybody's name in my Excel sheet that I have programmed here, I will have a check mark for yes, they've done their response this round. Yes, they've done an attack this round. Yes, they've done a movement this round. And that way we'll know what everyone's done.
It makes sense.
That's for me.
Excellent. Sailor Mercury.
This was like seriously my first tabletop RPG.
Oh,
First time. It's been a blast. NerdAtart, you did amazing. Storyteller, hands down amazing.
Absolutely.
You kept me still like clued in with the story. Thank you for letting me join a little bit later on because card stuff that I kind of double scheduled. I'm a responsible adult.
Yes, we all have to be responsible adults, so we totally understand.
It's enough detail where I could figure out some things, remember some things. I didn't have to have too many notes. I tried doing a notepad with notes, and it was enough. And I'm going to jail this dice because it hates me.
If you join me for another one shot, I promise to make you new dice.
It's like I think I spent most of the time stuck in the bottom of the arena.
Yeah.
Person on my arm.
RNG is unkind.
It was not kind to me today. I must have been angry that I spent money. I don't know. But as for a first timer, this was fun. So thank you.
Thank you. Sailor Moon, ManicPixelBeanGirl. I have to say, you did an amazing job, and I can't wait to hear.
So did you. I have had so much fun. I have played Pathfinder. I've played D&D. I love tabletops, and this honestly has been so much fun. You made it like really, really chill to follow along with. So like, I didn't have to have 3 notebooks open to keep track of everything. Yeah, this has been so much fun. I had no idea this existed until very recently, and you are an absolute hero for sharing this with the community. I'm so looking forward to more.
Excellent. Sailor Venus, Tindy. What'd you like? What you didn't like? Any feedback?
Oh. Heck and heck. Over here falling down on the job. There. Because I'm not shouting me out, so it doesn't even matter. No.
I'll take care of it.
It was so good, so fun. I knew it would be. I knew that it was gonna be your first time storytelling, and I was like, "You're gonna slay it," and you did. You did great.
Mhm.
Everybody showed up with such energy and, like, excitement because, like, everybody was like, "Heck yeah, I wanna do this," you know? And, like, everybody was like, "Let me bring some of my Sailor Moon, fandom hype with me into being here," and everybody did such a good job. It was fabulous. Um, I really like the way that we've been doing the tabletopping NerdAtArt. You know, um, traditionally speaking, I would think that, like, most tabletop games, like, they really, like, emphasize being in combat, whereas our group, due to, Zed's direction, we've really taken this storytelling path, where we're focusing more on the role-playing aspect of the tabletop gaming. That, okay, yeah, let's have, a combat or two within the thing, but otherwise, let's tell a story. Let's have some interactions with each other's characters, and let's have fun in that regard. And you really, took to that, where you were like, well, here, we're in a neighborhood, and you're, magic girls, who care about, shopping and stuff. What do you want to do? And so you gave, us the opportunity to take and do stuff like that, and it was really good.
Sailor Jupiter, RetroCynthia.
Well, I absolutely love the fact that because I actually made sure I was like watching clips of Jupiter, and so that way I kind of knew like, okay, what kind of character she was and how she was so like had that sort of slightly rambunctious like physical side, but also like was into boys and such. So like I played it, into that and like her interest of like cooking as well, and it's like you basically kind of led that into like, oh, there's a shop you didn't notice before, and I really love that was part of it, and I love that the combat system was so simple. It's like, okay, you roll 2 dice, you succeed, you don't, and it's like, oh, okay, you can do like, okay, 2 actions, say either move and attack or try something and then attack or whatever, and it was really nice because this is only my second time playing a tabletop RPG, right? And so I don't have like a whole lot of experience. So the fact that you made it nice and easy to get into, like that was awesome. I love that so much.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I have to say, as Sailor Jupiter, you are the only person that rushed in just straight to melee attack, and it's so fitting for Sailor Jupiter. I absolutely love it.
Well,
Yes.
I was kicking that enemy out. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
take
that
care
You
of
jump
that.
were.
kick,
You did
man.
great. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone so much for being here. I am just so honored and I feel so blessed that you guys were willing to come and, take a few hours out of your Saturday morning to hang out and just nerd out over Sailor Moon with me. I have been thinking about this project for a couple months now. I'm hoping it'll lead into some future one shots, maybe even a campaign. We'll see what happens. But I am going to turn the end of this stream over to our lovely hostess, Tinderly. Thank you so much for having me. And just going to remind everyone to tune into Commodore Zed's channel tonight, where Tindy is going to be her lovely werewolf self for yet another tabletop campaign.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, oh my goodness. Thank you guys, all of you. Let me get through some of like who I need to be thanking. First and foremost, Rydia, Kiatic, Wifey, Sen, NerdAtArt. Thank you guys for joining me today. NerdAtArt, thank you for, like I said, essentially hosting on my own channel, really. I mean, it's my channel, but you're hosting. You came in and and this was your rodeo and you did a phenomenal job at it. I am so grateful that you guys have been so interested in Sisterhood Saturdays, to the point where you're like, hey, I've got this idea that I want to do this for Sisterhood Saturday. Is that okay with you? And I'm like, heck yeah. So, to that note, anybody else out there, if you are interested in participating in Sisterhood Saturdays, or even doing like what NerdAtArt has done here, if you are not in our community ran Discord, you can join here. In there, we have a channel for Sisterhood Saturday, and pinned to the top is a link for where you can take and put in what your availability is in your own time zone. And then then to everybody else, it shows them in their own time zone when we're all available on that day to do this. And then what we play from Saturday to Saturday will change based off of who wants to play games that weekend. So it can be awesome stuff like this, or it can be some chill game, or sometimes, maybe it can be a spooky game. If you are interested in this tabletop or more tabletops, I happen to know a whole bunch of tabletop nerds. You can come join us over here if you are interested in them because you want to participate in them, or just because you like watching them take place. We have downtime action, story-related items that take place broken down into different categories. So, like, we've got a werewolf section, so you can read up on all the werewolf stuff. Do you like vampires? Well, guess what? The vampires have a section where they're doing their vampire stuff off stream over there.
Vampire.
You like Marvel? Guess what? There's a room for the Marvel nerds over there. There's rooms for all of the tabletops if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I really love community things where people come together and love, support, and uplift one another. And I am so blessed to know so many great people who feel that, who want that too. So thank all of you guys so much. Wildwood, thank you for making the overlay for us, and helping NerdAtArt with making the dice for everybody.
Thank you.
It just like, thank you, everybody. And thank you to the viewers who showed up out here to take and watch this. NerdAtArt, you said that you were going to try really hard to ignore chat because you didn't want to see how many people were here. There were 40 people here today watching this story, and you did a fabulous job. And that's just
You
the
nailed
people
it.
who were here watching live. This VOD
Thank
is
you.
going to be posted, and people can rewatch it. But you did fabulous. So take that experience and come back and give us another story. And as is the spirit of Sisterhood Saturday, let's find another sister to take and go give our love and support to. Sisters that were here participating, is there a sister that you enjoy that you would like to pass on this sisterhood love to?
I could suggest somebody if we are lost for a recommendation. She's a lovely art streamer.
I'm just here taking recommendations.
Yeah, I have nobody I can see.
I have a
Yeah,
few
I would
people, but
suggest most likely Marsh if you need somebody.
Okay, so let's do a slash raid. And
She is currently doing a fan art of what looks to be a fan art, of Pop XD Tart, who is another fantastic art streamer here on Twitch. So
We love
all
to
right,
support our streamers.
so let's do a quick go around. Everybody, starting with Rydia, working your way back around again. Tell everybody where they can find you next and when. Rydia.
All right. So I stream at twitch.tv/Rydia486, and my next stream is on Tuesday. I'll be doing retro. That's it.
Kiatic.
My name's Kiatic. I'm a casual variety streamer, mostly on the weekends. You can find me on Twitch as well. Kiatic. And I will be random, Iowa chaos, hopefully cozy chaos. And yeah, VTuber. McKitty.
Bean, when can
Oh.
people next find you?
You can find me at ManicPixelBeanGirl, twitch.tv. I am a pixel artist. I've made pixel art like Tinderly's model and usual overlay things, and my model and overlay things, and maybe some emotes that you've seen. Some of them might look like they have a butt on them, but I promise you it's a heart. Don't listen to Led. He's lying. But you can find me, you can find me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for sure. On Fridays, I play Yakuza. But the rest of the time, I do chill art and co-working.
Oh my god, that cat butt emote is fantastic.
It's beautiful.
I will be back on Monday. I usually stream Monday through Fridays during the work days over here in the US. I just show up and decide after I'm already here and streaming for like an hour or something what I'm doing. So see you guys on Monday. Sin.
So yeah, I'm Sin. I stream on RetroCynthia. So you guys find me there on Twitch. And as far as when, I don't know an exact date, but at some point this week I will have another stream with Final Fantasy 13. And yeah, I'll be hopefully finishing that game soon-ish, maybe. And also occasionally on Tinderly's channel, guiding her through Final Fantasy.
It's true.
Final Fantasy. Sensei.
Yeah. I need a babysitter when I play Final Fantasy, and Sin does that for me. And NerdAtArt.
Well, you're doing amazing.
So, I am NerdAtArt. I do not really stream on my own channel, but if you want to catch me, you can go follow Team Wildwood, where the Hubs and I both play video games and TTRPGs. Tonight, the Hubs will be on doing Werewolf with Commodore Zed, and I'll be on Monday night with Commodore Zed being a vampire. So please come follow us if you'd like to check that out.
And we are done, ladies.
We're done.
We did it done.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah.